Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Let's see where we at. What's up? Let's go through this chat. What's up, PJ? What's up? What's up, Samurai? What's up, Akuma? And what's up, Understanding? What's up, Hyrule? What's up, Rav? What's up, David? What's up, Demonic? I said Hyrule already, right? What's up, TJ Laser? What's going on? Can y'all guys hear me? Cool. Alright, as you guys pull in, I'm still getting things together. Yeah, for those who didn't check, those of you who didn't check my my Twitter, because I made the announcement on Twitter. Yeah, guys, I have to repeat myself. Guys, make sure, if you got a Twitter, make sure to follow me on Twitter. So sometimes I may forget, or if I'm caught up with things, sometimes I won't post anything in the community tab. But you're guaranteed to find something on Twitter, because I post more on Twitter than anything when it comes to my content and stuff. So you have to follow me on Twitter to keep up with things. I couldn't stream Friday. I announced why I couldn't stream Friday. My daughter had caught, she was out over her cousin's house and ended up getting pink eye, and then she had COVID. She caught COVID. So I had to take her, because the pink eye was so bad, I had to take her to emergency or whatever. And then they gave me she got her medicines and everything, so everything is fine. She's perfectly fine now. She recovered in the day, like right after we got the medicine and stuff. She went to bed. Next day, I go to our room. She playing Roblox with her girlfriends from school, and chatting with them on Discord and stuff. So she's fine now. But yeah, I made the post because I was in the emergency room for like 6 hours because it was crowded in there. I was in there for 6 hours, so it was no way I was able to stream Friday, because I promised I was going to stream Friday, but I had no idea that my daughter was going to come back to the house not feeling too well. So yeah, so we're going to try to do this again Friday. We're going to try, hopefully, that we can be able to do this Sonic Superstars live stream on Friday with my brothers, play some multiplayer on the Xbox Series X and everything. So you'll be able to see me and my brothers and our dynamic and stuff. Maybe my sister or maybe my daughter may appear on stream too to play with us. So we can do 4 players or whatever like that. So who knows? Let's see what we got here. Who else in here? Fibra. What's up, man? What's up, Christian? Let's see. What's up, Quantum? We got the usual suspects in here and everything. So before we even get into this, as always, I gotta do my plug for my brother Keo Lancer and DX Strike and their t-shirt company, Strike and Keo Tees. Definitely need to check them out. Like I said before, we are stationed in Philadelphia. We have our own studio, our own press machines. They recently got their newest press machines. Now they're able to print special designs, because before only certain type of designs can only be done on black shirts. Now we can do all kinds of designs and all kinds of different methods on black shirts, blue shirts, or any color shirts now with the newest machine that we have. So that means there'll be more variety of different designs. Now, as I said before, Strike and Keo, they're graphic designers. More specifically, Strike, he has a graphic design degree. So all these designs that you see on their website is made by Strike and Keo. They're graphic designers. They graphic design all these designs, which means you cannot go on any other clothing or apparel site to find any of these designs. You can only get it from them because they made it themselves. So definitely check them out. Also, if you are an indie comic person, or you're a Twitch streamer or a YouTube content creator or anything, if you're looking to get your merchandise like printed up or like shirts, hoodies, mugs, and stuff like that, we also do that, because we also did some for some Twitch streamers as well, and also my boy Leon. We had done something for him. You can definitely check out Leon for some reference if you want to see what we've done and everything. But yes, we do custom designs. We do merchandise as well. So make sure you hit them up, and their response time is really quick. Soon you hit that chat button, they'll pop right up, unless they're playing a video game at the moment. Because downstairs, if you hear noise, anytime during the stream, they're playing Valorant with their boys. because it's a beta of Valorant that's on consoles now. So they're playing, I believe they're playing on the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox or whatever. So if you hear noise, that's them playing Valorant or whatever. But yes, they respond right away. They get right to it. And also, I also will be dropping some Mugen TV content on this Strike and Kill tees as well. So I'll have a category pretty soon, so you'll be able to get Mugen TV merchandise. And also, do not forget, Venus Orion Comics, my comic book company, will be also having a spot here as well, where you'll be able to get Venus Orion Comics merchandise here on the website. And another thing too, we're going to be at Liberty Comic Con. It's in Philadelphia, where I live. It's going to be at where King of Pressure is at, and we're going to be there for 3 days. It's going to be in August, so you can be able to check us out there. We'll have a Strike and Kill Tees booth. I will also be selling some Venus Orion Comics merchandise. That's the thing. That's the wonders about physical, coming to these physical locations. Even though I haven't launched any of this stuff yet, as far as my comic books are concerned, when I still do go to cons, I still do sell my merchandise and stuff at these cons, even though I haven't launched yet. And I've been selling some stuff way before, and they're selling well without even people knowing about the characters and stuff. People just love the artwork and design, and it got people interested. So if you're lucky and happen to see us, you'll be able to buy some Venus Orion Comics merchandise as well. So yes, remember, Strike and Kill Tees. I'll post the link in the chat, so you guys can be able to go show some support if you're interested, or even bookmark the site. So if you ever decide to come back, you can definitely check it out. And also they're doing the summer sale all the way up into the end of the summer, which is at the end of August or whatever. So you can definitely check it out. Kung Fu, thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate it. It haven't popped up. It haven't popped up on the screen yet, but I think I see it in the chat. Yes, so it says, can you show, let's see, Kung Fu said, can you show your studio lights room, studio light rooms? Cool. So, you talking about my studio, or my room itself? Alright, so, yes, let me go back over here. So, yeah, Strike and Kill Tees is in the comments, so you can go check them out if you're interested. So, let's see what else. We got more people that came in. We got Poyo. What's up, Poyo? What's up? Who else we got? Let's just say Kung Fu as well, and Astro. Astro, what's up? Let me know if Twitch is working pretty good. Hopefully I fixed the problem. It was the bit rate from what I looked up on Google. So my studio, like at the studio, or in my room? Because all the studio, yeah, when I go to the studio, I'll do a studio video of our studio or whatever like that to see our studios. We got some professional strobe lights and stuff like that as well. What's up, Jonin? Jonin Level Fox, what's going on? What's up, Manita? What's going on? What's going on? So yeah, definitely let me know if Twitch is working pretty well. Cause like I say, your guys said you had issues with Twitch before, where you just see a black screen but you hear my voice, and everything. But I think I fixed it after I looked and did some research before I started the stream last week and everything. What's up, Omega? And everything. It was I had my bit rate too high, and it passed the requirement. It went over the requirement, so I had to lower it or whatever like that, since I'm using Restream. So to let you guys know, I'm using Restream, so it's a multi-stream. So I'm on YouTube, I'm on X, and I'm also on Twitch as well. Now I'm also on Kick. But the thing is, with Restream, you have to pay a subscription service to add more streaming sites to your streaming. So the subscription service that I do have, I'm only allowed to have 3. If I gotta pay an additional fee or increase my subscription to add 3 more platforms and stuff. So I did have Kick at one point, but now that X is allowing streaming, I'm getting more viewers because of X. I'm getting more people watching because of X. What's up, Vernon? So yeah, so I decided to move Kick out of the way and put X in that spot or whatever. And my highest, it's been like 300 something viewers, which is awesome. I really appreciate that because of X. The X audience has been jumping in as well. So thanks for the love, X, as well. So yes, hopefully I'm trying to get a nice sized Twitch audience. I would love to see more Twitch icons in there as well. What's up, Rocky? What's going on, bro? What's going on? So yeah, what's up, Cloud Strife? What's up? Yeah, so hopefully I can get a good Twitch audience, so I can see more Twitch logos in there. I know. See, I'm a YouTuber, so I expect to see a lot of YouTube people in here as well. So question, can you monetize on X? Yeah, yeah, you can monetize on X. You gotta you gotta pay for the blue check mark, and then you have to fulfill some certain requirements. I got two X checks so far. I mean, they're not super big checks, but those checks I was able to put away and save and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna stack those checks or whatever like that. I was not expecting that. But yeah, a lot of people try to use blue check marks when you making valid points or points that people disagree with. They always try to insult you, say, "Oh, you got a blue check." But to be honest with you guys, the blue check mark was one of the best investments. I pay for it. What's up, Vernon? I paid for 2 blue checks for my 3D hentai. Oh, thanks for the follow, David. Appreciate it. I paid for my 3D hentai to get a blue check, and I paid for my Mugen Lord profile to get a blue check. And you don't understand how much I love the blue check is because it allows me to put longer videos for you guys. Because now I'm learning. This is what I'm learning. I'm learning that what I've learned over the years of social media is the fact is that a lot of people are comfortable with the platforms they're on. They won't migrate to other platforms, which is why when I tried to stream on Twitch only, a lot of you guys refused to go over to Twitch. Y'all wanted to stay on YouTube or whatever, because I was trying to build a Twitch. I was trying to get a Twitch partner. I'm an affiliate, but I don't have their partner thing. Thanks for subscribing to both. To follow me on both Twitch and YouTube, David. Appreciate it. So, I noticed that a lot of you guys won't migrate. So I have to use Restream to keep you guys where y'all want to stay at. So what I learned with X is, now that I have X followers, a lot of people on X don't even know I have a YouTube channel, even though that the YouTube channel link is on my profile. But people don't tend to care about the YouTube channel, because when I do post, every time I post, make preview clips from my YouTube videos to put on Twitch, on X, and then put the link so you can go to the video, the full video itself, or to the channel, people don't click on it. People only look at the video from X. What's up? Oh, thanks for the follow, EDA Monster. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. What's up, Talcum? We got Talcum in here as well. Yes, thanks, David. Yeah, so the thing is, a lot of people refuse to go to YouTube because they're from the X community. So they only stay on X. So Twitch, not Twitch, X, getting the blue check mark is actually beneficial to me. Because the good thing about it for me is now I can write long extensive tweets. Because I used to hate of X or Twitter, where you have a certain limit of what you can tweet, and then you have to make another tweet to continue. And then a lot of your stuff get lost in translation, because I also made some bad takes when I saw people's posts, only because I didn't know that people, they continued the tweet farther with interconnected tweets, because I'm so used to being blue check where I can write everything and all my ideas and thoughts on one tweet. I forgot a lot of people don't got blue, so they rely on all these different interconnected tweets to get their full thoughts out there. So I also had a couple of bad takes, because I only got part of the tweet and not knowing that there was more connected tweets. So I love the blue check mark. Now I'm able to have full ideas. Then, like I said too, now I can post longer videos. So like I said before, the videos that I post on YouTube, a lot of people from X who I earned follow from X won't go to my YouTube. They only stay on X. So now I'm able to repost my YouTube video and upload it to X, and now I treat X like a YouTube platform. So that audience can get a chance to interact and engage with my content as well. And because of that, I was able to monetize. And this is the thing, I forgot that I was able to monetize until one day Twitch said, "Yo," they sent me an email. X sent me an email, say, "Yo, bro, set up your monetization account. It's because we're trying to give you money that we owe you from the past couple of from the past couple of months." So I got a nice little check or whatever like that, because they wanted to give me my fucking money. Thanks, Astro Zombie for the follow as well. So Thanks, Vita Monster. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So that's the thing. Like, I love getting being a blue check. I love it. So when people try to insult me, say, "Hey guys, oh, of course he paid for Twitter." Yeah, I paid for Twitter. Because guess what? You're not a content creator. You're not doing what I'm doing. So so you don't understand how beneficial it is to me. So you can see it as an insult, but this thing has been a blessing, and this thing has really allowed my platform and allowed my message to go out there even more. So you only pay $11. I believe it's $11 a month. So I'm paying $22 a month because I got I got my 3D hentai profiles blue check, and my Mugen Lore is blue check. So I'm paying about $22 a month for it, but it's very, very beneficial. Oh yeah, thanks, Vernon. Yeah, I love the Japanese intro to the X-Men. That's why I used it for my notification when people follow and stuff. He said, Astro asks, what's my 3D hentai account? Thanks, Super Android. Yeah. 1 second. I can put that in the chat as well. For those of you, I'm gonna go through the whole thing with you guys and everything in a second. So things that you guys can follow me on, so you guys can stay updated before we actually start getting into the topic that we want to talk about here today. Let me see. 1 second. It's still loading up here. All right, cool. So no, this is not gonna be my default browser. I hate 1 second. Yeah, guys, no, man, like, no, don't show this. Okay, let me Alright, so I can get to you. One second. Second. This is annoying. Come on, just. It's probably because of the setting I got on here. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna post my Twitter, my 3D hentai Twitter, in the chat as well for those of you guys who may be interested. For the cool. What's up, Rudy? What's up? Okay, yeah. So here we go. I posted my 3D hentai beauties link, Twitter link, so you can go check that out. So yes. I also, if for those of you guys are new, because I also noticed I had posted a promo for my 3D hentai beauties. I made a new promo video to promote my content and stuff like that, and a lot of you guys liked it. But when I posted it on my Twitter, on my Mugen Lore Twitter, because my Mugen Lore Twitter, I want to, maybe there's some people on my Mugen Lore thing that might be interested in my 3D hentai content. And it kind of found out a lot of you guys do, because y'all guys DM me personally because you wanted to get more links to where you have access to the content and stuff. So I really appreciate that. But some people can't wrap their head that I create 3D hentai. It's funny when people respond or react and say, because a lot of people thought I was hacked because my promo was on my page. I posted it there. But a lot of you guys thought I was hacked, that somebody hacked my account and started posting hentai stuff on there. But no, I posted it on there. And I put a flag on it. So for those of you guys who may not want to see it, it's flagged, so you won't be able to see it unless you click on it, or hear it unless you click on it. But what I did find out is when I do an additional tweet with links, the flag doesn't work, which I didn't know. So a lot of you guys who did go to my page, it popped up and surprised you guys. So I didn't know that. So I apologize for that. So now I know not to do a connective tweet to the tweet and just do one tweet and then put the flag on it. So anytime I do post any type of 3D hentai stuff to promote my 3D hentai on my Mugen Lore, I now know for sure, don't do a connective tweet. Do everything within one tweet, and once I put the flag on it, you don't have to worry about it sneaking up or scaring or shocking you. It will be blurred out, and it won't have any sound unless you click on it or whatever like that. Because if you click on it, that means you wanted to watch it. But yes, I do 3D hentai. I've been doing it since 2015. Yeah, like 2014, 2015, and been doing it since then. And all the stuff that you see here, even down to where my comic book company and where it have grown and stuff, that money came from my 3D hentai. I was able to invest in other businesses, and other businesses were allowed to make me the money that I'm making and stuff, all because of 3D hentai. So it's a blessing, and I don't feel guilty. I don't feel ashamed. I don't give a fuck what people think, because some people who are even subscribed to me try to shame me, which is kind of funny, or try to make me feel like it's cringy or it's embarrassing and stuff like that. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. I'm like it made me a lot of money. I was able to even pay my daughter's private school. My daughter's in private school, all because of the hentai money. I'm able to pay for her high school, her private school education monthly and stuff. So I don't give a fuck what people say, because y'all guys, the people who try to criticize or try to make fun of me for doing hentai, you guys are not paying my fucking bills. So I don't give a fuck what your opinion is of what I do and shit like that, because my bills are being paid. My daughter's going through school, and she's blessed. I'm blessed, and Orion Comics wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for my 3D hentai. You know what I'm saying? It allowed me to invest in a lot of things and stuff like that. So next is my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel, if that happens to blow up too, that'd be an extra thing that adds into what I'm doing and stuff like that. But yes, I have a Patreon where you can support my content. I have clip stores, adult clip stores, where you can buy my clips and videos and stuff, and everything. Roland Dodge said, "What does your family know?" Yeah, my family knows that I do 3D hentai. I'm a grown man. Yeah, my dad supports me. I mean, my mom was the only one who wasn't cool with it and stuff like that. But you know, it's mom. What do you expect? It's your mother or whatever like that. Your mom's gonna have her opinions about stuff like that. But my dad was like, yeah, like he's a grown man. Like if he wasn't living with us either, like he still would be doing this. So like he's a grown man. He ain't hurting nobody. It's not illegal or anything like that. So I'm glad I did go down this path. To doing this, because it became a blessing to me and stuff, and I'm glad that I didn't allow the church people, the people that I grew up in church, to dictate, you know, my life and what I should do. And that's the thing about people of the church, you know, it's not God himself, it's the people of the church who try to control people and what they should do and stuff like that, and they have no idea what my relationship is with God and stuff. And God's been a blessing to me doing this. If I would have listened to the people of the church, I'd be broke right now. I would still be struggling, working a regular 9 to 5. You guys wouldn't be able to see me on stream because I'll be out here slaving a 9 to 5, trying to make ends meet or like that. But now I'm self-employed because of this stuff. So that's why I don't listen to the naysayers. I do what I do is best for me. And if God have a different plan for me, then God is going to let me know that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't worry about what people think or say when it comes to that. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. It's similar how the maker got started too. Some people question it, but it's respectable in art. Although it was a game when I saw it on your stream. Respectable art with tentacles and teeth. I don't know what you're talking about. People criticize you doing hentai, but you are with a 12-year-old drag queens. Those people need this short trips into the wood chipper. Kids are off limits. Yeah, so I don't. That's why I said that never bothers me. So I never worry about that or whatever. So yeah, so if you want to check out that content, you can go on my Discord. I have a Not Safe for Work. I also have a 3D Hentai Beauties channel on my Discord, so you can see all my promos, all my free little snippet free content, so you can get a taste of what I do. And if you want to support the content, you can definitely support it and stuff. So make sure you can, if you're interested, you can go check that out. Okay, on to the next thing. We're gonna talk about the topic that's on the topic of this video. I wanted to ask the question: will next generation consoles be digital only? Now, there's some people that this is a question I've been thinking about, because if you see my videos, I've been talking about like, yo, we're moving to the digital era and everything like that. um, we move into a digital era. So, like the more and more we move to the digital era, the more and more it seems likely that a lot of these consoles are going to start going more so into digital media. I remember I covered in the past about a year ago that Best Buy and even Walmart is going to start doing away with physical copies of games and everything like that, and they're starting to do just digital. And even when it comes to movies and movies and stuff, get rid of DVDs and everything. So I wanted to ask this question because we've seen what happened with the recent PS5 model, where it comes without a disc drive. If you want a disc drive, that's an add-on that you have to pay extra money to get that add-on to add the disc drive to it. And also when it comes to a lot of the new generation gamers, like I said, my brothers and their friends, most of them play digital only. They got digital PS5s, digital Xboxes. They don't buy nothing physical. And I've been noticing a lot of this generation that people I've met, they have not once owned a physical form of media in such a long time. Everything they buy is either straight to their mobile device, their mobile phone, or their pad, or when it comes to their consoles, it's just they download it digitally onto their either a Switch or their PS5 or whatever console that they have, or they just got a Steam account and just game on their PC and just do everything digital. So I'm starting to find more and more gamers and more people, even in my personal life, who just completely done away with physical and just do digital. So that makes me question, bro. You must be underage to ask questions. Leadership. Oh, what's up, Sigma? What's going on? So, so that's the thing. So that's the thing about this. Like, now that everybody is going to digital, what does this mean for the future of consoles? Will the next consoles be digital only? And I'm only saying this because, especially with the Series X, there's rumors that we're going to get another model that's going to just be completely digital, no disc drive, no nothing, and everything. So I'm asking the question: will future consoles? I wouldn't count Nintendo. Nintendo's always going to be the last person to do stuff like this. But as far as Sony and Xbox are concerned, will the next consoles? Because how long? I'm only saying this because how long will PS5 last and the Xbox Series X last? Will we go on a couple more years? So would that mean by 2028 or 2030, will these next consoles just be all digital? And there could be a possibility that the next PlayStation or the next Xbox, I'm not saying that it is, but I'm just talking about the possibilities of it, that these consoles can strictly only be digital. Or they try to make the physical disc drive to make extra money off of you, to make to make that a separate add-on that you can just buy to attach to these digital consoles, these discless consoles. And me, like Zero said, he said I'll probably stick to PC if console go digital only. Yeah, so at this point, if all consoles end up going digital at that point, right? You might as well just go PC. Just be a PC gamer at this point, because you would have the options. Because like at this point, PC is much more superior than the consoles. You still getting low end consoles, but now you're making it digital. Now you don't even own it. You don't even have any physical media at this point, and now you're going digital. You might as well get a PC, get a gaming PC, because with the gaming PC, you're able to use a PlayStation 5 controller, an Xbox controller, even the Nintendo Pro controller. And any type of controller, a third-party controller, you're able to use everything. Any kind of arcade stick. You can take an Xbox arcade stick and put it in, or Hitbox, or a PlayStation arcade stick, a Switch arcade stick, put it in your PC. You have more options. And then on top of that, a lot of these games can be modded for your own custom experience and everything. You might as well just go PC at that point if the future consoles end up being digital only. At this point, it just doesn't make sense to just go out and grab a console to get a low-end experience when a PC can just be much better and just do more. And then PC does emulation, so you can be able to play a lot of the old classic games if you want to. So everything you can do, you might as well just get a PC at this point. So if that ever is the case and everything. Oh yeah, and if you like Akuma, he says get a Steam Deck. What's up, Dash? What's going on? But yeah, the only reason why I didn't get a Steam Deck is because I'm not a handheld guy. I'll be wasting money. I will buy that Steam Deck and never use it. Oh, what's up, Ruin? Yeah, I would literally buy a Steam Deck and never play that shit. I would never play it. It would just still be in the box. It would still be in the box, never opened and stuff. So I'm knowing like, yo, don't just throw away money just to throw away money because you got the money to do it. and stuff like that. I need to be convinced, like the experience have to convince me that much that say, yo, I can't do without getting the Steam Deck. I mean, the Steam Deck, from what I've heard, and my brothers, Keel Lancer and DX Strike, they're definitely gonna get their own Steam Deck as well. Like, I've seen people with the Steam Deck, and it looks really, really interesting. It looks good, and there's a lot of things you can do as far as customization is concerned. But it's just, I'm not a handheld dude. I would just be wasting fucking money on it and stuff. Or go to the flea market and get an old console like 360 and PS3. This is why I prioritize PC. PJ said yes. PJ said this is why I prioritize PC over any piece of a shit console in the world. So yeah, PJ's the like I said, PJ, you know him. He's the PC guy here, and also the emulator wizard I call. He said, I'm just waiting for my Xbox to die or phase out and everything. And you know me, I'm a console collector anyway. I've been buying consoles since getting consoles since the early 90s and stuff like that. So I still got my Xbox 360. Matter of fact, I got two Xbox 360s. I still have the Fat Boy PS3. The Fat Boy with the big hard drive space. I got that. I still have that. I do have in in television. I do have the Atari. I do have the Atari Jaguar. I do have the 3DO. Don't worry, guys. When I move, because my dad owns like 4 houses. Like that my dad, he's a contractor, so he has to fix all the houses up, and he's gonna start renting them out. But my dad had bought we got an 8-bedroom house. My dad bought or whatever like that. That we haven't yet to move in or whatever, because my dad's is gonna get work done on it, because my dad's gonna work on it and stuff. And once that is worked on, I'm gonna have a floor to my own, so it's gonna kind of like be like an apartment and stuff like that. And then my daughter gonna have her own room and everything. It's gonna be like this one big house. So when that happens, I'll be able to open up, take everything out of storage, and be able to do a whole video series on all my collections of games. It's gonna be an amazing series. Expect this series. It's gonna be a series of videos. Probably do like one or two videos a month, going over through some of my memories of some of these games, show the consoles, you know, show what the old PlayStation 1 cases looked like before we got into the smaller cases, my Sega Saturn. I'm going to go through all of it, guys. I think this is going to be fun, and just give you backstory of what I was doing growing up in that era and that time, because I know there's a lot of you guys who are also young who don't even know shit about the 90s of gaming, because you guys are born in the late 90s or early 2000s and shit. Y'all guys missed out on a lot of good gaming media during that time. Gaming, like I said, like that's what I said, a lot of people call me an old fossil or whatever like that, is because of the mentality that I have, because I watch gaming, you know, since the early 90s, and I watched how it evolved up until now, and nothing today can compare to what it was a long time ago. Everything during that era felt like a new experience, because gaming was like a newborn baby. It was still new. It was still something to be explored. It was like the Wild West and stuff like that of discovery and everything. And so it seemed like everything that was released, everything felt like a new experience. And developers were experimenting and pushing the boundaries of the technology, you know, of that era, to push these consoles to its limits and stuff. And the things that you didn't think was possible end up becoming possible. I think that that Squaresoft, which is Square Enix now, was one of those companies as well. When you saw a Squaresoft title, Squaresoft titles normally push the boundaries as far as visuals, storytelling, gameplay, everything. You knew you was in for a treat, especially when the PS1 era. When you got a Final Fantasy game, you knew you was about to get something really, really good. Because those Final Fantasy games, especially you start with Final Fantasy 7, then on to 8 and 9, when you knew you was on for a treat. And then Metal Gear, with Kojima's Metal Gear Solid 1 for the PS1. You know what I'm saying? Like all these consoles back then, like, it was just a brand new experience. And you kept saying to yourself, gaming can't get any better than this. Especially when the original Xbox dropped, when we first saw Halo day one, when we bought Halo day one at launch. When I first saw Halo, me and my dad was sitting in the room, and Keo was sitting in the room. We was looking at each other, and my dad said, "Son, I don't think gaming can get any better than this. I like this is it right here." We said it like this was like the pinnacle of gaming, and look where we are today. And now we starting to experience a diminishing return as far as visuals are concerned. Now we're not seeing these mega jumps, these mega leaps and bounds as far as visuals, aesthetics are concerned, and everything like that. And this is why I think this is supposed to be like the best time of gaming as far as new experiences and everything like that. For the simple fact is that now that we got to a point where graphics really met its peak, now it's about the gameplay. It's about the experience itself. It's about delivering a good story, a compelling world. This is where gaming should be where at its best right now, because you're no longer going to be fascinated about the graphics. You can't. It's like you have a bunch of pretty women in one room, or you got a woman who just go by her looks and everything, and then wonder why she can't get a good man is because all she offers her looks. She don't offer anything else, and that's how I see the gaming industry right now. You got all these beautiful graphics and stuff, but what does the game have to offer when you have these games a broken mess? You know, you got all this woke shit in games and everything, which we've been talking about here on this channel. So we're like what's going on? So now you have gamers saying like, you know what, I don't want to fuck with this game because these games are bad, or because this game has a lot of propaganda in it and stuff like that. And then you have all these inflated budgets when it comes to developing these games and stuff, and these developers are like pulling their hair, is because people are not buying the games, you know, at the rate that they should be buying, and on top of economics or Bidenomics, thanks to Bidenomics, because of this fucking inflation in this economy and stuff like that. People have to make a choice. You know, do I pay bills or do I buy this next upcoming game that it could potentially be a broken mess, you know, or incomplete or whatever like that. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on within the industry right now that's pretty disappointing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've grown up through all the eras of gaming, and I have never been this disappointed up until now, man. I have not been disappointed up until now. And I asked you guys a question last time, 2 streams ago. Is this the best era of gaming right now? And a lot of you guys showed me a different perspective, and a lot of you guys say, yeah, of course. You know, you have access to more games than ever before. And now, if you look at it from that approach, then yes, I would say it's the best era because of access. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the gaming experience today. The gaming, I'm talking about new experiences, things that games used to do a long time ago. We're not really seeing a lot of new experiences. We're starting to see a lot of rehashing, a lot of remakes and remasters of old games. It seems like this generation is just relying on older games, you know, that were great and good, and they're not even doing them right. They're screwing them up, changing them, throwing in, you know, identity politics and woke shit in it, and all this other type of stuff as well. So they're ruining that. So if you can say that the best era of gaming is now because you can access old shit, then it still makes my point valid that back then was a lot better. For the fact is that this generation have to rely on shit of the past instead of moving forward with newer experiences and stuff like that. So let's go back. Let's read some of this comments real quick. Let's see. Oh, what's up, Landon? What's going on? Let's see. He said we're going to get a Cribs, the Mugen Lord edition. Said my Wii. PG said my Wii and Wii U are hacked. My PS3 is hacked and my Switch is hacked. Yeah, like I said, PJ is the go-to when it comes to stuff like that. He said Mugen TV Cribs. Kung Fu said 90s were the best because gaming companies weren't corp overlords back then. Then Raph said the world just had so much wonder to it. Yes, it definitely did, Raph. Let's see. Landon says I'm watching the Capcom Summer live stream. Oh shit. That was. Oh, I didn't know that was today. I wonder what's going to be revealed. So that's probably some content I will have to do at some point. And Demonic says, nah, gaming cannot get any better. Astro says, man, I feel the same way. Hey J Sigma says, nah, games peaked visually like 5 to 10 years ago, or at least companies have hit a wall. Let's see. Riku-san, Roseanne, says Falcom. Osmond says, sup peeps, playing some Dawn Trail, the references. Oh, okay, yeah, man, I gotta get back, we gotta talk about that too. I gotta get back into Final Fantasy 14 online. He said, I'll take the artistic style over photorealism all day. I agree, Astro. Demonic says, by the way, did you hear Ubisoft calling gamers are the problem while making crappy games? I have to look into that. I think I saw people post that at some point, or was it Vera Dark? I think Vera Dark talked about it. She's a YouTube Culture War YouTuber. the chick with the glasses with the red hair. You can check her content out if you're into culture war stuff too. Then what's up, Young Link? Young Link says, I'd rather games be digital than filled with feminist agenda. Hyro says, personally for me, it's the worst experience in the era. Understanding says, as a older gamer, I think gaming is better now. You can't really do much more with games unless we're talking story. Yes, at some point, the same thing will get boring. If they do go all digital, they won't be getting my money. And then Loyal says, older games were more creative because they tried to innovate while pushing console limitations. And oh yeah, Demonic says, Vera is my bae. So yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying when it comes to this era compared to a long time ago. Yes, I wish and hope when it comes to gaming in the near future that we start to dial down on the photorealism and start mixing more of the artistic, aesthetics, art styles and different art directions once again. We need to start embracing that once again. I'm not talking about the indie space. The indie space does that. But I'm talking about more of the AAA and the mainstream gaming and stuff like that. I wish we go back to that, because this photorealism stuff is just not working out, and it's starting to look everything's starting to look the same, And we already talked about that in a couple of streams ago and stuff like that. So I'm not going to touch too much basis on that. Jonan Fox said, there's been great games after the 90s, but the 80s and 90s were the times. It was more challenging from what I know. I agree with Loyal. And then Akuma says, hey Mugen, saw Top Hat Gaming talking about a new X-Men versus Street Fighter 2 or going back to the 90s before Disney with Marvel vs. Capcom franchise. I have no idea. I haven't watched I love Top Hat Gaming, by the way. Definitely check out Top Hat Gaming. He does a lot of history of fighting games and stuff. Like the people that I watch, that shout outs real quick. Top Hat Gaming is really, really cool. I love his content, and he does a deep dive into stuff like fighting games that I never knew about. So I do get a history lesson and stuff, but I haven't checked it out. I never heard of that because I haven't watched his content in a while. And like I said, Vera Dark, if you're into culture war stuff, I haven't watched her content in a long time because I'm getting burnt out on culture war YouTubers and stuff. But she does have pretty good content. Whatever, cute chick too. Let's see, who else? I like watching Asmongold. Asmongold, I watch him from time to time. I haven't watched him as much as whatever like that, but when he does pop up on my feed, I do watch him. I think Asmongold, a lot of people give him a lot of shit, but Asmongold has some interesting takes. Where a lot of people call him a dickhead and an asshole and stuff, there's a lot of takes that is reasonable that I even agree with and stuff. And I don't know, I like listening to him. Like sometimes when I'm doing videos, I would minimize and listen to him like a podcast, and just listen to him talk and stuff like that. He's an interesting person to listen to at times and stuff. I like watching Moist Critical. Moist Critical, I love his content. He's pretty funny and stuff. Like I said, I don't watch them as often as I used to because I'm more focused on my channel. But when I do divvy off every once in a while and just want to look around, I watch some of these YouTubers. So yeah, Moist Critical, I love watching some of his content when he does pop up in my feed and everything. Happy Console Gamer, I love Happy Console Gamer too. I love his content because his name is what it is, Happy Console Gamers. I never watched, when you go to his content, which I like about his content, he don't really have a lot of negatives. He don't really bring a lot of negative viewpoints or feedback in his content, and it is what it is. It's happy. Most of the stuff is like good news. He's always happy about the things that he talk about. He only talk about the things that he like. He don't really talk about it, but he gives his honest opinion. When he does do games, he don't sugarcoat shit. He don't chill anything. He does give his opinion when he doesn't like something, but his channel is very positive. It's very positive energy. It's very positive energy. So if you want to look at the bright side of things, go to Happy Console Gamer. Because he's just turned 50, and he looks good for his age, or whatever like that. And he has a shit ton of games, and he's been collecting games for a very long time. He's very knowledgeable about games. So if you want that positive vibe when it comes to gaming, go watch Happy Console Gamer. Go watch him. He's a really cool dude. So, but to the topic at hand, 50/50 in regard to that. Um, Falcon is the current SquareSoft. They're just publishing JRPGs. Then all. Yeah, I agree, Rico-san. Um, Let me see. What else? Another YouTuber. Who else did I watch? That Oh, Under the Mayo. Under the Mayo. I love his content too. He's more of a game design analytical channel where he breaks down gameplay mechanics. Like you gotta see his God of War gameplay mechanic breakdown, where he compared the original game to the newer the older God of Wars to the original. And man, when he break that shit down, it made me appreciate the older games rather than the new God of War games and when it comes to gameplay. And he's a big Doom fan. Doom Eternal is one of his favorite games. But if you want to get a deep dive, even he break down Resident Evil mechanics too of the remakes and stuff like that and compare them and stuff. So if you want to get deep dive in gameplay mechanics, because you're that type of person, definitely watch Under the Mayo. Under the Mayo really does some good content when it comes to breaking down gameplay mechanics. And then the other YouTuber I really enjoy, what's his name? I can't. I think this might be his channel name. What's it called? The Death of a Game or something like that. He talks about the success of a game, and of like a gaming franchise or a live service game or an MMO. He talks about the success all the way down to his downfall and how it died. He investigates it and he breaks down all the points. Man, I would sit down and watch his channel and binge at times. And that's why when it comes to this content, I allow it to pile up because I like to watch it. Like especially when I have free time or when I'm working on my own YouTube content or working on my comic book stuff or I need to eat or while I'm eating dinner and I'm taking a break, I would turn him on and watch a lot of that content and stuff like that. Also, of course, Maximilian. Even though I don't watch his content as often as I used to, I still check in every once in a while and check in on Maximilian content. Maximilian dude. I would say this about Maximilian. A lot of people give him a lot of hate or whatever like that, and people get allowed to have their opinions about him. But I will say this: there's a lot of veteran of FGC people that I know personally who just don't like the dude. Because they don't like the fact that he gets credit for a lot of things or he gets access to a lot of fighting games when there's actual people within the FGC who actually knows the game better than him. And I try to explain to a lot of people, I got to understand, Maximilian has followers. You can have the best FGC person or the best person who know about the fighting game all they want, but no one's going to listen to that person or no one's going to follow that. No one's going to tune into that person just because they know that fighting game front to back. Maximilian is very he's a kid friendly channel too, and he's an introduction to fighting games and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be real with you, Maximilian is the main reason why I started playing fighting games more often. Like I said, I play fighting games since I was a kid, but I haven't taken it seriously, or I haven't gotten into the FGC, the fighting game community, if it wasn't for him. He was that entry drug to the FGC for, as far as I'm concerned. I like if it wasn't for him, for his assist me, I would have not taken Marvel vs. Capcom as serious as I did if it wasn't for Maximilian. So a lot of people tend to not give him credit for the things he have done. Like I said, you can have your opinion about him, but to say that he haven't done or contribute anything to the fighting game community is just asinine. It's just that, to me, it's just bullshit. At that point, you just fucking hating on the guy or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But Maximilian has contribute to the fighting game community, and he has brought a lot of eyes to the fighting game community because he's that entry drug. It's kind of like how I am with Mugen at the time when I started Mugen. Like I said, if you guys are new to my channel, back in the Mugen community as a content creator, a Mugen content creator, I was a big deal back then. That's why some people still to this day, if you go to some of my comments, people call me the Black Maximilian at times, or whatever like that. Especially when it came to Mugen, I was such a big deal. But the reason why people loved me in the content creation space for Mugen is because I was that entry drug. I was that entry level to Mugen. I got people started. I got people excited about Mugen want to know what Mugen is and what it's about and how to get started with Mugen. I was that person, and like I said, like I'm not gonna go through the whole backstory of it and stuff like that, but I did take that for granted. I wish I would have pushed it a lot more, and that probably would have catapulted my channel even farther, because there was no one, I had no competition in the Mugen space on YouTube at the time. Like at the time, it was Judge Spare. Judge Spare was the biggest person, but I surpassed him. I became the name within the YouTube content space for Mugen at that time, or whatever. But I'm not gonna go through all the backstory, because that takes all day and stuff like that. Nerd Slayer, yes, Nerd Slayer Studios, the creator of the Death of a Game series. Thanks, Landon, and stuff. But yeah, what's up, Baka? What's going on, bro? What's up, Chris? Thanks for the share, Chris. Yeah, a lot of those castles turned into pros. Yes, because of Maximilian. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually got me. Like, dude, I would log in to watch Assist Me as much as I could every time he dropped a new Assist Me episode. Even with when it came to Street Fighter Cross Tekken, he made me excited for fighting games, because he made fighting games look so damn simple. Like Maximilian, he doesn't give himself enough credit when he does compete. Like Maximilian got them fucking combos and stuff like that. But he made watching fighting games so much fun. I'm like, yo, he makes combos look so much easy, you know. But because he got me into the FGC, it exposed me to a lot of the FGC members. You know what I'm saying? So I end up, you know, running, you know, getting the chance to know, you know, Alex Vi, you know, Combo Fiend, Mike Ross, Gutex, you know, a lot of the old school, you know what I'm saying? Yipes, all of them, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have known these guys, and Justin Wong and them, I wouldn't have known these guys if it wasn't for Maximilian. I started digging in. He made me want to research more on fighting games, and that's how I started running into other people within the FGC, like Smug. Man, Smug's another motherfucker I like to watch, who makes fighting games so entertaining, and he makes fighting games seem so simple. Like the way he strings together combos and stuff like that, he gets me all hyped. And then he makes me want to go in the lab, and then he makes it seem so easy. It makes it seem like, oh, I could do the same thing. And I go in there and try to play, and I get my ass whooped. But he's another one that's I love to watch and stuff like that. Smugs. But there's so many players, so many people out there. And then the anime fighting game aspect, Jay Una from Anime Illuminati. I watch his channel when it comes to games like Guilty Gear, Melty Blood. He does Blaz Blue and Blaz Blue Cross Tag Battle. He more in Dragon Ball FighterZ and stuff. He more so focused on the anime fighters. So there's so many different communities and stuff. So shout out to Jay Yuta as well. And plus he was from Philly. He was a Philly native, and then he lives in Japan now. He's been in Japan for years now and stuff like that. So shout outs to Jay Yuta as well. So because of these guys and because of Maximilian, it opened me to the FGC, and then it made me start researching to find out if I had locals in Philadelphia, which we do. So I started going to my locals, competing in fighting games. More specifically, I started competing in the Smash Brothers in my community, and met a lot of people, all walks of life, and end up making friends in the fighting game community. But all that, I would give that credit to Maximilian. I wouldn't have known any of that would exist if it wasn't for Maximilian. Then I started going into FGC events as Mugen Lord, and interviewing people. Like I said, I've met Sonic. I met Sonic Fox, Smugs, Yipes. I never got a chance to meet Justin Wong. I keep missing Justin Wong. Every time I'm in the same area, I always miss him or whatever like that. Who else? Chris G. And I was close to meeting Filipino Champ. I keep missing him. Every time I go to an FGC event, I always end up missing him, because I wanted to interview him and stuff like that. So I've been meeting a lot of people. And then I also got a chance to meet a lot of game producers and stuff like that. And also I met the Tom Lee, the game producer for Dead or Alive 5 Final Round. And then I ended up following him on social media, ended up following me, and I became real cool with him. So yeah, man, like if it wasn't for Maximilian, I wouldn't have been doing any of that shit. I wouldn't have been doing any of that. And because of him, he also made me shift my channel from, as my Mugen presence started dying off. Because of Maximilian, I ended up shifting my channel more into the fighting game aspect, and of course eventually to JRPG, to the RPGs as well. But I ended up shifting my channel to fighting games because of Maximilian. Like he opened a brand new avenue or opportunity for me in my YouTube channel and stuff. What's up, Lord Blaze? What's going on? What's up, Calvin? I would one day go to Mugen, go to Evo, but no, I'm not going to Evo this year. What's up, Ultra? Cinder, what's going on? What's up, Modoc? Madoc, what's going on, bro? So yeah, so I give that credit. I give that credit to Maximilian. Like I said, he has a lot of people. He has a lot of haters behind closed doors and stuff. I'll tell you that for a fact. What's up?
Oh, you streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming. What's going on?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, man, he said nothing much, just chilling and looking at pics. Oh, I'm doing good. Maddox, I'm doing real good. So yeah, so I give Maximilian credit for you know getting me for allowing me to dive into the FGC. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be going to a lot of those events and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that. So I used to watch Review Tech USA. Me and Review Tech USA is cool with each other. For those of you guys who don't know, I've known Rich before he became who he is today. When he started, I was a big YouTuber. He wasn't. When I started, he only had like maybe 50 subscribers, maybe 100 subscribers. Review Tech USA, and I remember Review Tech USA. I remember Rich. He came to my channel, and somebody introduced me to him. But somebody said, "Oh, you need to talk to Rich. Like he does good reviews and good content and stuff like that. You need to check him out." And he would DM me, and me and him used to talk on a personal level. Then he started emailing me his videos. He wanted me to, you know, like, what do you think about this Bioshock video that I did and stuff? I used to give him my point of view and my thoughts and stuff. And me and him was supposed to do a video together. And this is why I was in college, and I never did the video because like I said, at the time I ended up getting involved with my girlfriend, who eventually becomes my baby mom and stuff like that. And I started just taking things for granted as far as my YouTube channel and everything, because I got so caught up with my girlfriend at the time. So me and him never got around to doing a video together. And I think that video would have been gold if me and Rich would have did that video together. But me and him was supposed to do a video together, and we never did. I never got around to it. Me and him never did a video. And then once I disappeared from YouTube and came back, like Rich from Review Tech USA shot past me in subscribers. He became a big YouTuber and stuff like that. So that was a missed opportunity right there. But I haven't watched his content lately because a lot of his content been a lot of drama. He went from like reviewing stuff to just covering YouTube drama. So that kind of like, you know, I subscribe to Rich to get. I love the, like, every time new technology come out, especially when a new console. Right around the time a new console is about to be announced, I go right to Review Tech USA because I love his thoughts and his opinions on specs when it comes to consoles and stuff like that, or PC gaming and things like that. So I used to take Review Tech USA, his channel. I used to take his thoughts and his opinions really serious and stuff. And I used to get excited every time a new console was announced. Man, I knew he was the source to go to. But after a while, his channel stopped talking about games and stuff. After a while, it started going to politics. It started going to YouTube celebrity genre, drama. It started being a drama channel. I said, man, I didn't subscribe to Review Tech USA to hear about drama of other YouTubers and beef that other people have with one another on the YouTube platform. I came to look at your video game knowledge or your knowledge on technology and stuff. So let's see. Yeah, so that was the thing when it comes to that. So Akuma Productions also on Triple Co with other YouTubers, Matt Muscles. Yeah. Hey Mugen Lord also shared Instagram, this, that, and the other. Yeah, man. He been having Rich been having meltdowns a whole lot recently, and then he had gotten to a beef with the person that he used to hire to do it to help him with to edit his videos and his content and stuff. And then he has Trump derangement syndrome and stuff like that. So I was like, man, my boy Rich, he's just been going through it and stuff like that. So hopefully, man, he gets himself together and everything. But I haven't visited his channel ever since and stuff, you know. So I don't even know what he's been up to recently. So I used to watch Review Tech USA. Let's see. what's his name? The Ackman. Ackman has good content. I do like some of his takes. He's very entertaining. I love his breakdowns of certain things. I'm Ackman. I love watching his content. I don't watch it a whole lot, but I do watch his content from time to time. So I do like Ackman. He like I said, some of his takes when it came to the whole Starfield thing and the pronouns and stuff like that he had some mistakes and stuff. But overall, I do like watching some of Ackman's stuff as well. So yeah, I said drop the. It's always felt like people with EDS are very bad people. Yeah, man. So the YouTube just isn't the same, man. I used to scour the YouTube platform, the golden era YouTube. I used to just scour the internet, scour the platform, just to look at content and stuff. It was always a new discovery of channels you can find back in the golden era of YouTube. You don't get that feel anymore. YouTube is not the same, which is why I don't go around watching other YouTubers. Now the meta for YouTube is just drama. You just get clicks and stuff because it brings a lot of clicks, it brings a lot of money for you to monetize and stuff like that. So it's not fun anymore, Most you see is drama, red pill channels, and culture war. A lot of culture war stuff. A lot of doom and gloom content. I mean, you do have your positive YouTubers here and there mixed in there, but I miss that original, that old classic YouTube channel feel. Now everybody's trying to be have this professional look to them now, like their content, their channels. Everything seems so corporate with everybody's setup and stuff. Because you remember YouTube back in the day, it was very indie, very very indie. The shitty camera. Some funny stuff, funny skits, and other forms of content and stuff. Like especially, man, peak Angry Video Game Nerd, man, was peak, man, back in the day. Used to love his content too, and stuff. I just recently watched one of his newer videos, and it's good to see that he's still doing it. Angry Video Game Nerd, still entertaining as fuck. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed even his newest content that he recently uploaded and stuff. So shout outs to Angry Video Game Nerd as well. But yeah, everything is just drama now for clicks. What about Thorgy's Arcade? I may know who that is. Thorgy's Arcade. I may know who that is. Let me check. Thorgy's Arcade. Yeah, so he just popped up instantly. So he may be. Let me see.
Over the last year, we've covered.
Nah, I don't know who. Yeah, I never followed this person before. So yeah, I'll check out Thorgy's Arcade when I get a chance. Oh yeah, Angry Joe I used to watch too. And then let's see. Chris says Arcana Heart still exists because 6 stars just got ported to the arcade, and also the fact is that it was under Team Arcana. Okay, got that. He's known for build the roster. Okay, gotcha. So, alright. So, we're going to move on to another topic real quick. We're going to, thanks, Sweden Official. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So, it was a post that I found interesting on X. And I wanted to talk about it for a second. And this topic right here is the money is ready. It's from Mustafa. He posts, "The money is ready. Hashtag Microsoft. Do it." For information, according to the latest report, Sega suffered financial losses amounting to $41 million in the last fiscal year. And among the reasons is the cancellations of many projects along with restructuring in Europe. So this dude is pretty much telling Microsoft to buy Sega. Now, this is the thing. I don't want acquisitions, man. Acquisitions, we don't need them. Especially today. Especially for Microsoft. A long time ago, I was up for the idea of Microsoft acquiring Sega back then. Like during the early Xbox years. I was all for that at some point. But Microsoft need to not acquire another damn thing. They'll need not to acquire another damn thing. Because you start to look at the history. These motherfuckers are acquiring shit and then they dissolve in these companies. The moment they buy them, they dissolve them. Then what's the point? And you wouldn't want that. For them to acquire Sega and then all of a sudden Sega don't exist. They end up dissolving Sega. Everything of Sega, they end up dissolving it. I'm not sure if they're doing this on purpose, that this is a strategy to knock out competition. Just hold on to the IP, throw it into the Game Pass, and then just dissolve the company itself. Because this is ridiculous. And I was on board with a lot of this stuff back then with Microsoft, because I thought Microsoft had potential, especially with the first Xbox and Xbox 360, man. Xbox 360 is still one of my favorite consoles. Dreamcast is still number one, but the Xbox 360 was like definitely, when it came to the modern console generations, Xbox 360 was just that console, bro. That was just that console that you had to be. You had to be there, man. The Xbox Live ecosystem and everything. But over the course of time, over the course of years, man, Microsoft has just been really fucking up with the Xbox, man. And now these motherfuckers are just buying companies, and then they're not even utilizing them correctly. You know, like, you buy these companies, they were better off by themselves. You know, being independent by themselves. What was the point of you buying them just for them to just for you to dissolve them and everything? So for this guy to want him to buy Sega, either he's probably either a Sega Xbox fanboy, or two, he's just trying to rage farm with this, because this is not good. I would not want them to get Sega at all. They would just completely obliterate Sega if they was to acquire Sega. We need no more acquisitions, people. Not even Sony. Sony shouldn't even do no more acquiring. No more acquiring. No more. Because these people, like, these companies, man, are acquiring these studios, and these studios are falling under. They are falling under, or they just like breaking them apart and down to the very skeleton. You know what I'm saying? So no more, man. Unless the company is dying and whatever like that. That's one thing. But man, stop buying and acquiring these companies, man. Just please. We don't need that. What's up, Neo? What's up, Chew? He said, last time I heard PS5 wanted a cloud gaming streaming service like sort of Netflix that would destroy the consumers like 15 years ago. Earlier, we doing good, Neo. We doing good. And then Sweden official says Steam only. Oh, what's up, Daniel? I wish Billion. Yeah. Oh, what's up? What's it? Ek Sandre. Said, what do you think about limited run games? That's a good question. He said, what do I think about limited run games? We'll get to that in a second. We'll definitely get to that. I like to talk about limited run games for a little bit too as well. But when it comes to this post right here, you can even see people in the comments. He said, no, like Sean K the King says, no, Microsoft can't even support what they have now. Don't need that. And also, we talked about it when Sarah Bond became president and everything, and when Phil Spencer and them came out, they said like these dudes, a lot of the trouble they admitted that they had trouble trying to manage all these companies. Why did you buy all these companies and just for you guys to say you're having a hard time managing it? Like, didn't y'all have a plan for that? Like, didn't y'all put anything in place, you know, to be able to handle this volume of companies that you guys acquired? Like, make this make sense to me. So yes. So Stell Umbrella says people do not realize that the Sonic IP alone is worth more than the Xbox's entire catalog, including Forza and Halo and Bethesda. Oh, nigga. Like, he might be a Sonic fanboy. Let's go see what the comment says. It really isn't. Sonic should have been somewhere near Mario, given how big the Nintendo and Sega rivalry was in the 90s. Mario still selling huge, whereas Sonic franchise is still dragging its feet since the Dreamcast days. He said, but that's Sega's incompetence. Yeah, what is Stell talking about? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? And it makes sense because he's a Sonic. He has a Sonic as his YouTube as his X profile. He literally said Sonic IP alone was worth more than Xbox's entire catalog. What the fuck? Or is he sick? I'm a Sonic. I love Sonic. I grew up with Sonic since the Sega Genesis, and even I know that Sonic IP alone is not worth more than the entire Xbox catalog. That's a true Sonic like fan, Sonic stan with that shit. Don't do that, Chew. Chew said, imagine Disney buying Capcom. Chew, don't do that, please. Please don't put that image in my head. Please do not do that. Capcom did make Disney games back in the day. They made pretty damn good. Back then, Disney had some competent fucking games because they licensed out their properties to Japanese studios as well. Like Capcom made some fire Disney games, Aladdin, The Lion King, the Goof Troop. Goof Troop was fun as hell on the SNES. There was like a Legend of Zelda type of like adventure puzzle game, you know, but with Goofy and his son Max. That was a pretty damn good game. Me and my cousin Miles used to play that a whole lot. It was really, really fun on the SNES. We had some good SNES days, eras, especially gameplay experience, especially with my cousin Miles, when we were younger in the 90s and stuff like that. But yeah, Disney had some competent games back in the day. I'm not going to front with that. And Capcom did those games some justice and stuff like that. So, Seymour says Sega officially acquired Rovio for for $776 million on August 18th, 2023. This would have contributed to the lower operating profit in their fiscal year. I forgot. And they also acquired the Angry Birds company too. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. So after Angry Birds fell off, they did too. So yeah, man. So there's a lot of stuff with this, but no, I don't agree with this acquisition at all. For them trying to like the idea of Xbox trying to acquire Sega. Like before, a long time ago, I would have been on board with this, but no. After seeing the history and seeing what Microsoft is doing to destroying companies that they acquired, no thanks, man. Leave Sega out of that shit. Leave Sega out of that shit. So yeah, so Sandre said, what do I think about limited run games? Oh boy. See, now that as we start pressing forward to the all digital era, companies like Digital Run Games. If you guys don't know what Digital Run games, if you guys don't know what Digital Gun, what's up, Mouth Blood? If you guys don't know who Digital Run Games are, they are pretty much is a company that make physical games of digital only games or whatever. And what they do is they promise to their consumer that when you buy this cartridge or buy this disc, it will have all the information on this disc, so you don't have to rely on connecting to the internet and stuff. But then that they start falling through on their promise with that as well. But limited run games, I said digital runs, I meant limited runs. Yeah, thanks Daniel, I meant limited run games. Those companies, as we go to more of a digital era, companies like limited run games will start becoming more of that idea. For those who love physical, will start going to companies like that to buy physical versions of digital games. Now, I liked the idea of it, but I would say that limited runs had the worst customer service, and they just overall just bad. Just like worst, period. And the thing about limited runs is when you buy their games, I'll give you a perfect example. Streets Rage 4, when that was announced, right? When Streets Rage 4, which I got right here, when Streets Rage 4 was announced, people were hyped. People never thought that we'll get another Streets of Rage ever. So this broke the internet. It broke the gaming community. It broke the gaming internet when Streets of Rage 4 was announced, that we was getting another Streets of Rage. So when we found out that it was going to be digital only, I was kind of like disappointed. I was like, all right, I guess I'll buy. I had no choice but to buy it if it's going to be digital only. But then limited run games popped up, and limited runs came and said, yo, we're going to be in charge of producing the physical version of Streets of Rage 4. Now, this was a perfect content to talk about. When I learned about as a content creator, what I learned is when a game is popular, you can make a lot of content of that said game leading all the way up to the release of that game. And once the game comes out, it pretty much the hype around it dies out, and then you can no longer make content of it because people ain't gonna care anymore because the game is out. So I made Streets of Rage content talking about it, the hype for it. I'm gonna review it, and people's looking forward to it. So I end up I pre-ordered the physical version of Streets of Rage 4, right? I love the collectors. They even had the Sega Genesis like case, which I thought, man, dust and shit. which I thought was pretty cool. This take me back to the 90s, the early childhood of gaming. These were the Sega Genesis cases, and this is a much thicker case because it got other things inside, if I can remember. Hold up. Yeah. So yeah, you get other things inside the box and stuff like that, and the case itself. But I was all on board. I was on board with this. Now, I pre-ordered this damn thing, right? Guess what? I didn't get that shit until 8 months to almost a year fucking later. By this time, the game is already out. People made so much content out of it. By the time I got a chance to get around to the content, no one gave a fuck. It's like the hype for it died down. The game been out. It took almost a year for me to get this fucking physical copy. These guys are the worst. It takes almost a damn near a year to get the physical copy. So you thought from this first experience I learned my fucking lesson, and my dumb ass did the same thing with Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I did the same thing, which I will be doing a live stream playthrough with my brothers and my daughter or whatever like that. With this game, still in the plastic. But yo, even when this game, so much hype was around this game. People was hyped for this. And I pre-ordered the damn game. My dumb ass went to limited run games after the first experience, figured that things may be different. So I go there and shit. I pre-order it. I ain't get that shit until like 6 to 8 months later. I didn't get it later. Yeah. If everyone well, honestly, I'm not even just games, movies. What's up, Mad Lad? What's going on, Fried Chicken? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, man. Well, I was so pissed. So I didn't get Revenge Shredder until 6 to 8 months later. I was like, God damn. I was like, yo. So now I don't fuck with limited runs anymore. Period. They won't get another dime from me. They would never get. They would get another dime. It said Fried Chicken says. He said, to be fair, I didn't get Streets of Rage 4 until the DLC content came out. And Fried Chicken said it took me 5 months to get Persona 4 Golden from limited run games. He said not bad, but yeah. Oh, so I am connected to. So Kick is connected. Yeah, so Kick is connected to my restream. Say, hey, I stumbled over to your channel and I can see you don't have. Oh, this is a bot. So yeah, man. So I was disappointed in that. 5 months still is long. five months is still long, bro. That shit is still long to get it a physical game and shit like that. So I can still see those type of companies will be even more relevant as we go to the digital era of video games and stuff like that. I can see that. I can actually see that being the thing. Compared to 1 year, that's not bad. Yeah, compared to 1 year. Yeah, 8 weeks would be ideal. I guess so. Yeah, I would agree with that, Daniel. 8 weeks would be ideal. 8 weeks or whatever. But hold up 1 second. I gotta pee. Don't go nowhere, guys. I gotta pee real quick. Alright, guys, I'm back. So, next gen, PS6, Switch 2, and whatever Xbox is calling the next console, is mostly to fully digital. I'm done with gaming. I don't rent games because digital, essentially renting, and you don't own shit. Yeah, it said I'm not waiting a full year just to get a physical copy of a game, especially a high anticipated one. Not happening. Yeah. My brother Keel said the same thing. He said, "Yo, if gaming continue to go the way it's going, he gonna just read books." Because my brother started getting into reading books, been buying like a lot of books and stuff like that, and a lot of light novels from like mangas and all kinds of stuff. So that became a new hobby for him and everything. He said, "Yeah, man, fuck it." He said, if gaming started acting up like that, I'm just reading books." And stuff like that. What's up, Nova? What's going on, Nova? But yeah, I don't fuck with limited run games anymore. They won't get a dime. They would not get a dime out of me. So yeah, I'm not. He said I don't have a PS5 because there isn't shit. Yeah, like I said before, like I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it again. At this point, there still isn't a justifiable reason to get any of these current generation consoles. Like, you're still better off with your PS4 or your Xbox One. Still better off. There still haven't been that definitive Xbox game or that definitive PS5 game that you have to, that where you say and totally convinced that, you know what, I have to go out and get a PS5 or I have to go out and get an Xbox Series X. There's no reason. You're still doing good. Like as long as this generation still rely on cross generation, releases and stuff. Because like I said, these developers even admitted themselves that they still have to rely on the PS4 install base because it's these budgets. It's these budgets of these games, of developing these games and stuff. So they have to rely on last gen. So they still need that install base. Like PS5 is not enough. The install base for the PS5 is not enough. The Xbox Series X install base is not enough. They still have to rely on last generation for a lot of their releases. And until we start letting go of last generation, we're going to constantly get the games that we're getting. I still believe that they can still pull enough out of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. I still believe they can do it. But we'll never get to experience that and know about that as long as they keep relying on last gen hardware to sell on those hardwares. Yeah, only GTA 6 will start selling massive PS5s. Every PS console had at least 6 or 7 games. I needed 2 to 3 years after its initial release. Everyone. PS4 is almost 5 years. Yeah, see me, I get consoles day one, when they release. But I'm starting to like being a YouTuber. I realized that a lot of you guys, like I said, my mom and dad bought my consoles day one. I get my consoles day one. Any game that I wanted that was really big that I wanted on release, I got it the day of release and stuff. But I'm starting to realize that ever since I got into this YouTube space, I'm starting to realize that a lot of people within my community didn't have a childhood where their parents were able to just go out and buy whatever game that they wanted and stuff like that. So I keep forgetting how privileged I was and stuff, because I'm starting to find out a lot of my friends and a lot of people that I talk to on social media, they had to wait a couple years to buy a game that I've already played when it launched. They don't play it until 2 to 3 years later, or they finally get the console 2 to 3 or maybe 4 years later after the console been out that long, So I'm starting to realize that how privileged I am when it comes to that. I'm realizing that a lot of people don't have that luxury to be able to go out and just get those consoles or get those games whenever they want and stuff like that. So yes, I had a privileged childhood. I had a very privileged childhood So so me going on the internet and talking with you guys and on social media and stuff like that have opened my eyes of how privileged I was. Because I'm like, it shocked me when some people was like, yeah, I'm playing my PS3, man. I just bought a big collection of PS3 games and stuff like that. I'm really enjoying it. And then I found out they don't even have a PS4. They only have a PS3. I'm like, damn, like, what do you mean like PS3? Like, dude, we like 5 and 6 years into the PS4. What's going on here? But so I'm realizing that, yeah, a lot of them can't buy the next console until years later. So by the time this person get the PS4 or whatever like that, everybody moved on to the PS5. So they're behind the generation. Damn, I got my GameCube like Christmas later. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. No one has a PS5, so a company don't make PS5 exclusives. Customers don't see PS5 exclusives, so they don't buy PS5s. What's up, Solo? Treacle Blunt said something that was really, really, really interesting. Treacle Blunt says, what's up, El Zoomer? Treacle Blunt says, it's the self-fulfilling prophecy. No one has a PS5, so companies don't make PS5 exclusives. Customers don't see PS5 exclusives, so they don't buy PS5s. Company says no one has PS5s. Yeah, but if you put it that way, yes, that makes a lot of sense. And then Raph says, hey, got my GameCube later, like a Christmas later. Oh yeah. So that's the all right. So this is how it worked for me growing up. Like the first year, my dad would get whatever new console. It changed as I got older, but before, when I was younger, my dad, like when the PlayStation came out, my dad got the PlayStation first, and I got all the newest games for the Super NES that Christmas or whatever at that time, the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo stuff. But that next Christmas, I got the PlayStation. But that next year, when the Nintendo 64 came out, my dad got the 64, but I got the PlayStation for that Christmas. But then that next year, I finally get a Nintendo 64. So we did it that way. But once the PS2 came out, that changed. Once the PS2 came out, my dad will buy me the PS2, and he got the PS2. That's how it worked. But my brother Keel wouldn't get the console until that Christmas, or the next Christmas, or whatever. And then same thing with the Dreamcast. When my dad got the Dreamcast, I got the Dreamcast. You know what I'm saying? So that's how my dad did it after a while, because I started getting older. You know, his oldest son's getting older, and my dad, he wants to be like, get me the console that I want, and we always play a lot of games together and stuff like that, me and dad. Now, my brother Keel wasn't a console gamer. He's more so into toys. He collected a lot of Power Rangers, Batman, Ninja Turtles, Double Dragon figures. He's more so into toys. Keel didn't really get into consoles until Tiny Tank came out on the PS1. He got that around 1996, or maybe not. No, he got that around like 97. He got a PS1 around 97. That's when he started becoming a gamer. He started getting into gaming. But yeah, since I'm the oldest, I always used to get the consoles before everybody else. Like, since I was the oldest or whatever, so I used to get my console, and then GameCube was the first console that I bought with my own money, because I became a teenager. I was able to work a summer job. So I was able to save my own money, and everything. So I bought the GameCube. GameCube was my first console, and my dad was so proud that I was able to just, I was able to work a job, and I was able to save for myself and everything like that. So I bought my GameCube, and I was able to get all 3 games. Because remember, if you guys don't know, GameCube and Xbox pre-orders was much different. It was very weird. It was much different compared to the previous consoles that released. When the GameCube came out, was about to launch, you could not pre-order the console itself or whatever. You had to pre-order the console with a bundle, even with the Xbox, the original Xbox. So when I went to the electronic boutique, when my dad took me down there, my dad was ordering the Xbox. So I got the GameCube that year. Dad got the Xbox that year. But then when Christmas of next year came, I got the Xbox. My dad bought me the Xbox for Christmas, and I ended up buying. And that's the funny part. I bought my dad the GameCube for his birthday of the next year. So yeah. So what happened was you had to get it in a bundle, which means you had to get a GameCube, you had to pre-order another controller, you had to get it, and you also had to pre-order a memory card, and you had to pre-order 3 games. And luckily, I bust my ass and saved all that money, so I was able to buy all that. I My dad was so proud I was able to do that, and I was proud of myself that I like, yo, I got my first job, and I saved all this money, set aside this money to get my GameCube. I set aside that to get a GameCube, and oh man, and the 3 games I pre-ordered, because Smash Brothers ended up getting pushed into to the Christmas. Smash Bros. Melee was pushed to Christmas because GameCube released on October, so Smash Bros. Melee didn't drop until December. So they also Pikmin was pushed to December. So I got Melee and Pikmin on December because they were supposed to be launch titles, but they pushed them. So instead, I got Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Super Monkey Ball, and Luigi Mansion. I got those 3 games, and that was a surprising launch. I enjoyed all 3 of those games, and that was the only 3 games that I had up until, and later on, like around November, I think I got Batman Vengeance for the GameCube. I think it was Batman Vengeance I bought for the GameCube or whatever like that. But yeah, man, I was stuck with those 3 games until December, when Mom and Dad bought me Smash Bros. Melee, and they bought me Pikmin for the Nintendo GameCube. And he says, let's see what we got here. What's up, Tavon? What's going on? What's up, Ignorant? Let's see. What PSP and Vita were capable of at the time was cool. Library was kind of lacking. Don't get me started with PSP. Pre-order, ludicrous. Good question. Yeah, no, the pre-orders was done through the store. There was no online pre-ordering back then. You had to go to the fucking store. That's why I missed. COVID fucked the game up. This is why I'm scared of the new Nintendo console that's coming out. I'm really scared, and I'm scared that I won't be able to get this console. You don't understand the nightmare that I had went through to get the PS5 for launch in the Xbox Series X. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, and I did a video on it. You need to go check that out. It was a nightmare, and COVID really fucked that up, because once COVID settled in, now everything is done online. It's the worst. You got to fight bots and everything. But back in the day, you was insured the console if you showed your ass up early in front of the game store to be early in line to be able to pre-order your console and stuff. Now, when GameCube and Xbox was coming out, you didn't have to get in line. You just walked in there. You was able to walk in there any time. It was like enough consoles to go around. Just take your ass to the electronic boutique at the mall and just go in there and say, hey, I want to pre-order the console. And then it was enough to go around. But now that's not even the case anymore, because now we're doing everything online, where a lot of cheating is going on, a lot of botting is going on, and it's stupid. So hopefully Nintendo is smart enough to limit the limited amount that you can get online and keep everything more so at physical locations. If they do it that way, I'm all on board. Because when it came to the Series X, they only had a 7 that you was able to do physically in the store. There was only 7. Only 7 available. What the fuck is that? So yeah, what's up, CJ? He said because of where I live, I haven't owned a console since the Xbox 360 and the PS3 era. Yeah, I hated that. What's up, Akko? Yeah, I hated that, man. Like this era. That's why I'm so nervous. I'm afraid I won't be able to get the new Nintendo console when it launches. I hope Nintendo is smart enough to combat these bots or limit what you can do, what you can buy at online, and make everything that you have to take your ass to the store and actually pre-order at the store. I hope they do it that way. I really hope they do it that way, because that was a pain in the ass. And also, I didn't get the Wii day one. Day one, the Wii was hard to get. That was another one. And my dad got it, luckily. My dad was at work, because my dad, he worked for the school district of Philadelphia. He's also a carpenter and a contractor too. But during the day, my dad drives a school bus. He's been doing it for over 30 years and shit like that. So what my dad was doing, he was driving his bus, and he said, my dad was on lunch break. So my dad said, "Oh, let me go check out GameStop real quick." But my dad noticed that there was like two people. It was like these two white chicks sitting outside GameStop because GameStop didn't open yet. My dad's wondering like why they sitting out there. So my dad was like, okay, because I didn't get the weed that Christmas or on launch because it was sold out. It, no, like the pre-orders was sold out instantly, even physical. My dad wasn't able to get it for me, so I couldn't even get it on Christmas. So I didn't get no new console that Christmas or whatever. So my birthday was coming up. So so what happened was my dad was on lunch break, and my dad said he saw that these two white chicks sitting outside GameStop. He's wondering why they was sitting out there because the store wasn't even open yet. So my dad said, let me just go over there. So my dad went over there, and my dad talked to the two white chicks, and then dad was like, so what's going on? Why y'all sitting out here? He said, GameStop, they have 5 Nintendo Wiis that they gonna have, and no one knew about it. So my dad's like, oh shit. So my dad's like, all right. So my dad decided on his lunch break to sit in that line. So then people started walking up, and the line started piling up, but it cut off at 5 people because after that you wasn't getting no Wii. So my dad got lucky with that. That's how I got the Wii. My dad, and he didn't tell me. I was in college at the time too, and I was coming home for spring break. So when I came home, my dad surprised me with the Wii. But yeah, him just being curious. That's how I got the Wii for my birthday. It's that guy on YouTube who used to work at GameStop stated that man just got first dibs on new consoles. So I didn't think you would have to wait more than, 4 months and switch it to. Oh, now I got lucky with the Switch. This is how I got lucky. I got real lucky with the Switch pre-order. Okay, when the Switch was announced, right, and they was allowing for pre-orders, for some strange reason, there was no pre-orders that was up for you to pre-order. Now, this is the thing. The presentation was at night, so that means GameStop was closed already. GameStop was closed. That means you wasn't able to go to GameStop physically to pre-order the Switch. So you had no choice but to go online. But for some strange reason, they said pre-orders were up. So people's looking all over the internet, saying, yo, where's the Nintendo Switch pre-orders? So luckily, I was on Facebook. And this young lady, I still thank her to this very day. 1 second, guys. I still think this young lady to this very day for looking out for me or whatever, because me and her became friends on Facebook after I met her, because she was a big YouTuber. She was a YouTuber that I met at Otakon anime convention that I interviewed her. Wait. I'll tell you this. I'll show you in a second. So yeah, this lovely young lady right here that I've interviewed, she was a big YouTuber at the time. Now she's a big Twitch streamer now. She don't really do much of YouTube, but she's a Twitch streamer now. But this is years ago, guys. This was 9 years ago.
Okay.
This was 9 years ago. Nintendo Fangirl.
I'm here at Otakon.
I met Nintendo Fangirl.
Beside me, I have Nintendo Fangirl.
She
from
looked
YouTube.
out for me.
So,
she
explain
hit me a DM and said, "Yo, here's a link to the pre-order.
Nintendo
Best Buy's
Fangirl.
doing
I
it.
make
Best Buy's
YouTube
doing it.
videos.
Go
I
grab
usually
one now."
talk about
Because no one knew
games.
Best
I
Buy
love to talk about
had the
anime,
pre-orders
of
up.
course.
She pre-ordered the Switch, and then she hit me up in the DM and said, "Yo,
and
this is right here."
This is my 7th Otakon, actually. I love Otakon, and I've been cosplaying
she shot me the link,
for 8 years
and
now, so
that's how I got the
excited
Switch.
to be here.
And I told my brothers, and then that's how he was
tell
able to
the
get the Switch.
viewers.
And I told my dad, that's how he was able to
with the
get the Switch.
costumes that you cosplay for each of the
So
years that you
that
went?
worked
So
out.
let's see,
And
when I started, I've
this the
cosplayed
funny
as a
part,
different Zelda character every
this
year
story,
since
how I met
I've,
Nintendo Fangirl, because
started
I
coming
was
to
a
Otakon.
subscriber
So I've
of her.
been Link, I've been Zelda. I was
I was
actually
a
Zelda
subscriber of
yesterday.
Nintendo Fangirl, and I used to watch a lot of her content. So what happened was, this is the thing about being a YouTuber or whatever like that. Like you're only a celebrity to YouTube, but a lot of people don't know who you are in real life. So what happened was, we was at Otakon. I'm interviewing people. We on the balcony at the Baltimore Convention Center. So what happened was, people were taking pictures of her, but people didn't even know that was Nintendo Fangirls. People didn't acknowledge her. People was walking by her and everything. So Keo, Keo's a photographer, and my brother was taking pictures. So it was her and her friends. And, I'm a fan of Bravely Default, so I noticed the Bravely Default characters. So I'm like, oh yeah, I said, yo, Kev, take a picture of them, Bravely Default. So Keo runs over there. So I'm with Dad. With the camera and the equipment and stuff. I'm just after getting off of one interview on the balcony. So we walk over. So as my brother's taking pictures, she's looking me. Nintendo Fangirl's looking me dead in my eye. So I'm not sure if she recognized me as a YouTuber. I'm not even sure. But she kept staring at me. So I kept staring at her. So as my brother's taking pictures, I'm looking at her. And I'm like, yo, she looks like I look like I know her, but I can't put my finger on it. So I was like, I know this is kind of awkward, but I walked over to her. I said, listen, do you have a YouTube channel? She said, yeah. I said, are you a Nintendo Fangirl? And that's when she started turning red. And I was like, and she's like, yeah. I was like, oh shit. I said, yo, get the cameras. And she started laughing and stuff. And then, yeah, me and her became cool, whatever. So yeah, she looked out for me. She looked out for me. When it came to the Nintendo Switch, because if it wasn't for her, I wasn't getting the Switch. If it wasn't for her, I was not getting no damn Switch. I was not getting the damn Switch at all. So shout out to Nintendo Fangirl. Wish the best. I wish the best for her. Oh yeah. My hair was longer. My hair was longer back then. Was because that and that was during the time I wasn't that I had to cut my hair because I wasn't taking care of it or whatever like that. That's why I had to cut it, and now it's getting the length again. And right now I get it done. If you see my hair's all over the place because it has to get done. It has to get washed and everything. So I'm going down to my friend's house. She's gonna do my hair Thursday. So I'm gonna go see her Thursday, and she's gonna get it done, get my hair done and stuff like that. It's a mess right now. Yeah. Yeah, man, that was 9 years ago. Yeah, do not buy consoles from scalpers. That would discourage them if you don't buy from them. And it said, my dad found my PS2s someone threw out when he used to work at a trash company. Oh yeah, now it said, what do you do to make your hair so straight? My hair is super nappy. Oh, I did a whole video on it. I'm gonna just summarize it because I'll be all day talking about what to do to your hair and stuff like that. Also, all right. So, a lot of people been giving me a lot of like on Twitter has been giving me a lot of hate. You know, calling me, saying that I'm trying to appease white people. I'm trying to be European because I'm straight in my hair. It's not natural for a black man to have straight hair. He's supposed to have kinky hair, nappy like hair, and stuff like that. And people it seem like these folks, especially these pro-black folks, seem to be like connoisseurs. They seem like they seem to be like black professionals when it comes to black people and stuff. But we all come in different shapes, size, colors, flavors, and everything. We're not one. We're not a monolith. It's the black experience and being black in general. It's very unique to every black individual and stuff. But back to my hair. I did a whole thing on it and made a video and even did a stream about it. But to make a long story short, if you want your hair to be straight, it's really simple. You don't have to put a perm because people also would think that it's a perm or what like that. No perms. My hair is natural. As I said before, if you want your hair to be straight, I keep telling black folks this. Our hair is not like white people. Our hair is not like Hispanic people or Asian people and stuff. My advice is, as black people, if you want your hair to grow, you cannot lay on your hair. When your hair is starting to get limp, you can't lay on it. Your hair breaks. We get breakage. And also, as black folks, because of our melanin and I guess you could say the evolution and stuff like that of our people and stuff, we come from Africa or whatever you want to say. We come from a hot climate. We come, Africa's where the equator's at. So that's why we're dark skinned and everything. But the thing is, you got to understand, what comes with the melanin also comes with dry skin. It comes with dry scalp. We get dry skin. So it's good to have melanin, but at the same time, it blocks out the sun and it dries us up. That's what makes us different from white folks. White folks, when it comes to their pigmentation, I think white folks they have trouble getting vitamin D, or was it the opposite? I think it's vitamin D. I think a lot of them have a hard time getting vitamin D because of their white skin, because of the sun and stuff like that. They're pale because they're away from the sun or whatever like that. That's why they're much more paler and stuff. And we're dark because our people was closer to the sun and stuff like that. That's why we're darker and everything. But anyway, with melanin skin also come with dry skin and dry scalp. So dry scalp, however, like that also breaks your hair. It cracks your scalp. It cracks your hair and stuff. So you always got to keep your hair moist. And like I said before, you don't sleep on your hair. Because when you sleep on your hair, you break your hair. So my advice also too is, as you grow out your hair, you wear a bonnet on your head. You wear a bonnet on your head, and that's what protects your hair. That's what protects your hair. It stops breakage and stuff like that. You see right now, my hair is out. But the moment Mugen Lord turned this fucking camera off, this goes on my head. I walk around looking like somebody auntie. I look like somebody auntie with this bonnet on. But this the only time I wear it. This the only time my bonnet's not on. When I'm going outside, going out, hanging out with friends, with my brothers or whatever like that, or I'm on a date with a chick or whatever like that. That's the only time the bonnet comes off. Or if I'm having sex with a chick, she likes to pull my hair and run her hands through my hair. So I don't wear the bonnet then. But any other case, a bonnet on my head every day. I don't take this bonnet off for no reason. Even when I'm sitting my head back on this chair, the bonnet is on. I don't want my hair touching anything because the bonnet protects it. So it allows you to be able to grow your hair without even breaking it and stuff like that. So also, you can use natural oils and stuff. You can get olive oil, which I use, or African carrot oil at these. You go to these hair stores and stuff like that, and you apply that stuff to your hair. And then what you do is you wash it. After you wash it and everything, then you take a blow dryer, put it at the hottest you could possibly put it on, and have a blow dryer comb. So as the heat from the blow dryer is touching your wet hair, you're going through the hair and everything. You got to get it as straight as possible with the blow dryer. Then next thing you can use a hot comb. That's what I use. But that's what my hairstylist do. She gets a hot comb. After she hot comb it, then she get a flat iron, and then she flat irons to finish it off, and then bam, it's straight. But my hair is super thick. I show him pictures of it. My hair, when my hair gets thick or when water touch it, I got this big ass afro. It's a curly afro. My hair is curly. I have a curly ass afro because people keep asking me if I'm mixed. Are you mixed with something? Because your hair is fucking beautiful or whatever like that. Because before I had my hair long, I had a regular cut and my hair was wavy like an ocean. People call it an ocean. But I have good strand of hair, and people keep asking if I'm mixed. So recently, recently I found out about my ancestry too, as well. I'm Nigerian. I have Nigerian ancestry, which is at the very top, of course, and then I also have Amazonian, indigenous, and that's located in South America and stuff like that. So I have some indigenous ancestry in me. And then after that, I have Iberian ancestry, which is located in the Iberian Peninsula. So I have a mixture of both Spain, which is the Spanish, and I also have ancestry in Portugal. So I have some Portuguese in me, as well, and after I discovered that, I was like, oh well, it makes sense because if you see my grandfather, God rest his soul, he passed away in April and everything. If you look at my grandfather is light skinned as fuck. Like my grandfather, you wouldn't think that I'm related. You wouldn't think that's my grandfather because my dad is dark skinned because my grandmother's dark skinned. But if you look at my grandfather has salt and pepper hair, and he's very very white skinned or whatever like that, very very light or whatever like that. If you see my grandfather. And I remember one time, I went to my grandfather before he moved to the senior citizen home. He had all his stuff packed, and I saw this woman, a black and white picture. It looked like a white woman. I was like, "Yo, grandpa, who that white woman in the picture?" He was like, "Oh, that's your great grandmother, or whatever like that." And she's biracial. She's mixed, or whatever like that. So she has some European in her as well. And then my grandfather, my grandfather's father, which is my great grandfather. He was also mixed. He had Native American. He had some Native, some indigenous in him as well. So he had black. He's black. And his mom had some European and black, and then his father had some black and some indigenous in him. So when you look at my grandfather, you be like, are you sure y'all related and stuff? But yes, so my grandfather is he was very, very white skinned and stuff like that. What's up, censorship? What's up, Kirby? What's up, anime and everything? So yeah, so that's that. So that's that. So if people are curious about that, yes. So I have a lot. Mugalor have a lot of stuff in them because of our bloodline and stuff like that. So I guess you say Mugalor is very diverse as far as blood is concerned. So that's what you do. It's really it's still, you still have to rely on genetics. Genetics still play a part in it. If you do want your hair to grow, also put it in cornrows. See, cornrows tighten the scalp and it pulls on your hair. So get cornrows. Try and get cornrows as much as you can. And also, I wash my hair like twice out of the month. And my hair never really gets dirty because I'm always, even when I get in the shower, I'm with a bonnet. I got a shower bonnet as well, so I don't let the water or the steam touch my hair or like that. So I only wash my hair like once or maybe twice out of the month. So the longer you see, the thing is, it's not good to wash your hair every day, because what happens is you wash out all the natural oils that your scalp produces. These natural oils gives your scalp nutrients to allow you to allow your hair to grow. But if you're constantly in the shower putting shampoo and you constantly washing every day, you wash out all those natural oils, all those nutrients that's used to make your hair grow. You wash it all out because you're constantly washing your hair. So yes, me only wash my hair like at least twice out of the month or whatever. But I keep a bonnet in my hair, so my hair is never really dirty or whatever like that, or flaky, because I got a bonnet. I'm always in a bonnet or whatever like that. So he said, hold up, you work out every day and my hair? No, my hair don't, you know why my hair don't kink up? Got it in a ponytail. I don't wear my hair straight. Not straight. I don't keep my hair out like this when I'm working out. My hair is in a ponytail. My hair is in a ponytail up, so none of the heat or none of the sweat from my neck is touching it. So no, it don't kink up. I heard the same thing about hair routine. Gotta have that natural oils. So every 2 weeks you wash your hair. Yup. Every 2 weeks, hair wash or whatever. So that's what you have to do. So did I play? No, I never played Luigi Mansion 2 at all, or 3. Fried chicken. What's up, Master Godai? Yeah. So yeah. Yep. So hot comb or in a hair straightener, and you don't. And I only do it once. I only do it once out of the month. The hair straightening, because you don't want heat will damage your hair if you put too much heat, apply too much heat to your scalp too much. So I only straighten my hair once a month. Yeah, so when I'm in the gym or when I'm doing my walks, I wear it in a ponytail. Yeah, like I ponytail my hair like this and stuff like that, and everything. So yeah, so I ponytail my hair when I'm working out. That's what I do. Yes. So yeah. He said, "Have you signed up for the playtest of the 2CKO this upcoming August?" Yeah, I've been signed up for it. Sex to me, I'm on the medical bullshit that I use every 2 days and everything. Oh, no problem, Mouth Blood. Yeah. So yeah, that's what you do. I did that, and the roots still string. It is what it is. Yeah, like I said, it's also genetics. I was just blessed with genetics because everybody in my family can grow out and have long hair and stuff like that. But yeah, I also want to thank you guys, which I want to get into about like that. I want to thank you guys for all the love that you guys have shown for Venus Orion Comics, my comic book company. I really appreciate it. What you see right here is my new test merchandise for Ultra Squad X, one of my comics book series that I'm releasing. Ultra Squad X and DX Strike, my little brother DX Strike, he did the shirt. He did a test run and stuff. We starting to get into the test phase for merchandise and stuff for my comic book company. But Ultra Squad X, my bro did a real good job on this or whatever like that, and I really appreciate that. And a lot of you guys showed a lot of love in the community tab. I will say this, guys. For now on, start paying attention to my community tab, which we'll go to right now for you guys to see. You guys have shown a lot of love for my comic book stuff, my comic book material, and everything. And then, like I said, you see the shirt right here, my Alter Squad X shirt. A lot of you guys have showed a lot of love for that, and I really appreciate that. And a lot of you guys are looking forward to it. And then I started getting DMs on X with you guys when y'all started saying like, "Yo, man, I wanna buy this. Like, when you gonna have this up and everything?" So I truly love that. And I guess I'm gonna show you up closer to the material and stuff like that, because the community tab kind of suck. Like, you really can't really see it, whatever like that. So let me go to Orion Comics folder, whatever like that. So, all right. So first, we'll start with this first. My this is the poster that you see in the back of my room, Alter Squad X. Now, like I said, I won't go into he said, how many in the chat are artists? I want to see your work. Yeah. So I'm not going to talk about any story. I'm not going to talk about any of that, because, like I said, we're going to wait until we get to the launch and stuff like that, and I can start going into other details about these characters and everything. But I can give you their code names. The guy in the front, which is the leader of the team, Alter Squad X, his name is Photonic. And you can pretty much try to get an idea what it, of the root word of photon. And then you have the lovely red hair. Her name is Cerebra. She has telekinesis abilities. And then you have the beast looking guy. His code name is Rampant. So you can get pretty much an idea with his abilities and everything that he does, what he can do. And then the pink hair young lady, lovely lady, her code name is Adaptima. Now, like I said, just pay attention to the names. Maybe you can get an idea of what she is, what her abilities is. But her name is Adaptima. But she does have super strength, and she also can fly, or whatever. But she has other abilities. But Adaptima is her name, so you can pretty much get an idea of where I'm going with her character. Then the Puerto Rican guy, his name is Channel Red. Now, I definitely can't explain his powers, because then that's going to really, really spoil some ideas and spoil concepts that I don't want you to know until we actually launch everything. But his name is Channel Red for a reason, and you see the red sparks around his weapons and stuff like that. But his code name is Channel Red. And then you got the young bull, the young man. His name is the Lad Spectral. So behind him you see these two fists. And I won't go into detail what those two fists are, but he has specter abilities. But those two fists is a lot to this character. This young boy is a lot to him, and his powers is going to get crazy as the series goes, or whatever like that. But you'll find out more about him. But yes, this is the cast of Alter Squad X. Pretty much, Landon. Pretty much. And then let me see. Let me show you another close up of the team, so you guys can see Alter Squad X right here, guys. See a better look at the cast. And like I said before, I really appreciate a lot. I really appreciate you guys showing so much love and everything. And what really surprised me is like I got a lot of comic book series in the work, a whole lot of comic book series in the work. But I wasn't expecting especially in the community tab, the feedback on Alter Squad X, and also on Twitter, the feedback to Alter Squad X, and how much you guys are anticipating to actually read this comic series and get to know these characters. And I like you guys, man. I really, really appreciate that. I really do. Yeah. So I took some inspirations. We'll go somewhere. There's a lot of style to it. Thanks. And like I said, I think my artist, Jessica, she's from the Philippines. She's my artist. Me and her have been working together for 3 years behind the scenes. Me and her have been working on a whole lot of stuff. And she's been doing a lot of the artwork and bringing my vision to life. As I said, I'm the writer. for all these series and stories. Eventually, I will be taking and recruiting and paying and hiring writers, but for now, I need to lay the foundation. I have to get a lot of these series out myself and everything before I start taking on writers. But I am looking for different artists though, because Jessica won't be able to do every last comic and stuff. So I will be getting artists. And when I'm looking for artists, I'm talking about artists who can draw as good as her, or if not better than her. I'm not taking anything less than her. I'm not taking any artist. I'm not taking any artist that's less than her. They have to be on her level or higher. So that's yes, this is Alter Squad X, and I really appreciate a lot of the feedback that you guys have shown and everything. And still not done yet. I also want to. I'm not going to show you the front. I'm only going to show you the back. But here's the back of my comic. My test comic came in. It finally came in. And I was able to get a chance to read it, and it looks lovely. It looks beautiful. This is the back cover. I'm not going to show you the front. You ain't going to reveal the front until the actual release, to the actual campaign. This is only the front cover to the base. I'm going to have four variant covers, front and back covers. So they're going to be different. Each cover is going to be a different artwork and style and stuff. So definitely. Yep. Yeah, she's doing an amazing job. Yes, so as I said before, this is the back. The book is here. I told you I'm not playing around with you guys. The book is here. I got the book. The book is here, and I'm excited. I'm freaking excited and everything. And then let's see what we got here. I knew. Okay, I want to show something else. Okay, so. Oh, here we go. Let me get this, because I thought I had it up. I have shown off so that you guys can understand what to look forward to and everything. I wanted to show you guys. So then I also, on the community tab, I also did a reveal of the main protagonist, the main cast to the first comic series that's going to be released with this campaign. This campaign that I'm doing is going to be Venus Orion Comics focused, which means I'm going to introduce you to the universe itself and what to expect. But the main focus is the first comic book that will be coming out, which is called VK. It stands for Varian Keller's Vampire Killers, and these are the main protagonists for VK. They are the Draben brothers. You got Hezekiah Draben, you got Isaiah Draben, and then you have Caleb Draben. And these three are vampire hunters. So I'm not going to go into details, but these characters have so much going on behind, as far as their backstories and stuff, that I can't wait to unveil to you guys as you guys read through these stories and everything. And then, of course, I will reveal Varian himself as well when we get to the launch of the VK and the Venus Orion Comics universe. So yes, man, I can't wait, and I love the feedback that you guys have given or whatever like that when it comes to this cast. And I'm still not done yet. I have something else that I didn't reveal. I revealed it on my Twitter, but I couldn't fit it because the dimensional size or whatever for the requirement for YouTube. So also I'll reveal these characters in VK. Oh, my the way I'm approaching vampires in VK, the way I'm approaching vampires in VK is going to be much different. They're going to be beyond traditional vampires. I'm going different with it. Like I don't want to be stuck in a box. They still want to have some traditional aspects to my vampires. Still going to have some of the traditional aspects, but they're going to be a lot more different things going for them. But here's the other characters. I said in my tweet: are these guys friends or foes to the main protagonist of VK? I won't go through the details of the characters. I don't want to spoil anything. But are these guys friends or foe or whatever? So I can't wait till I'm able to introduce. Like really get into it with these characters. Jessica did a good job did a good job drawing these characters. Jessica, she's a fangirl of these especially this guy over here. This is Dorian. His name is Dorian. And she loves, like, she's a fangirl for guys with glasses. So when she was drawing him, she was just fangirling as she's drawing him. Yeah, she was fangirling as she's drawing him up and stuff. So this is one of her favorite characters. And I'll also use my daughter as like a parameter about the artwork and stuff. Because my daughter came in and saw the artwork and saw the characters. And my daughter likes him over here. Or whatever like that. So my daughter can't wait to see what he's all about. And everything. So, but these characters, it's going to be, man, it's going to be dope, man. I can't wait. So you have Vossler, Lucius, Esmera, I said Dorian, Samara, and then you have Cohen. Like, oh my god, like, it's going to be dope, man. It's definitely going to be dope when I push this out. But that's going to be the first series that I'll be releasing first, and that's what the campaign is going to focus on. It's VK. But I got so many other series that's in the work that I can't wait to reveal to you guys. Now, the thing that then after that, another character which I love the feedback that you guys have given, Princess Adex. She's another character that a lot of you guys in the community tab and even on Twitter have left some feedback, and I really appreciate it and stuff. I can't wait to get into the nitty gritty. The comic series that she come from is called Lazarus, because the main character is Lazarus. She's the supporting character, or the friend of the main character who the comic series is about and stuff. So it's called the name of the comic is called Lazarus, the Protector of the Outer Realm, and she's one of the characters. She's the close friend or childhood friend of the main character named Lazarus, or whatever like that. Now, here's the thing, guys. We said, what price? Take my money. So now check this out, guys. It's a glasses guy. Really looks like he got a lot of attention and detail. Yeah. All right. So let me tell you something about this character, Adex, and I won't reveal Lazarus yet. You won't see Lazarus until the campaign, the main character of Lazarus series. But Adex, let me give you the history. Let me tell you a little something about Adex and Lazarus for a second. The history, a little fun fact. Adex and Lazarus are my father's characters that my dad used to draw comics a long time ago. His characters were like Marvel characters. He had a Marvel style. My dad wanted to work for Marvel back in the day. So my dad was drawing comics back in the 80s. So what my dad did was he showed me Lazarus. And he told me about Adex. So when I started videos Orion Comics, I was like really excited. And I wanted to surprise my dad. I wanted to add my dad's characters into my universe. And my dad was floored when I showed him Lazarus. That I brought Lazarus to life. Because it was something that he did as a teenager and young adult. He just drew it, did it for fun, but he always wanted to do Marvel. He wanted to work for Marvel, but that was like a dream that he eventually just let go. So when I showed him Adex and I showed him Lazarus, my dad lost his mind, because my dad didn't expect me, his son, to take his characters and now bring them to life and bring them into my universe. Yeah, so these are my dad. I remade my dad's characters. I had Jessica remade. So what I did was I snuck into my dad's bag where he has his book at, his art book that he had since the 80s. I went in there, took my phone, and screenshot it while my dad was going, because I didn't want him to know what I was doing. So I screenshot Lazarus on the comic panel and stuff. I'm going to show you all that, all the old stuff. When I do a documentary of all this stuff, you're going to see the old artwork. So I snuck in, went in my dad's bag, took a picture of Lazarus and everything, and then I went to Jessica, went to Jessica on Discord, and then sent her the pictures. And I said, "Yo, I want to bring these characters to my universe and stuff. We're going to update these characters and stuff." And that's what happened. So we got Lazarus, and now we got Adex. These are my dad's characters. Brought my dad's characters to life. and now they part of my universe and stuff like that. So man, that it does something to me. But to see that you guys show really well reception to her really got me excited more, man. Like you don't understand the universe that I'm building, especially like not to spoil anything at all, which I won't spoil. But when I actually get to the Lazarus comic book series, this is going to expand the universe even bigger, because Adex and Lazarus, they're not Earthlings. They're from another solar system. This is person. She's a Solarian. Her and Adex and Lazarus are Solarians or whatever like that. They're from the planet Solaris, and she's the princess and stuff. And pretty much, essentially, just to give you like a little something, a conflict happened above the planet Solaris, where Lazarus is fighting the antagonist. Adex finds out, because Adex is pretty much childhood friends with Lazarus, so she flies out there. She goes out into space to help her friend Lazarus fight the antagonist. Now, the reason why I keep saying antagonist, because me explaining who the antagonist is going to spoil everything. I don't want to tell you who the antagonist is, because that's going to spoil everything. And that's what, because this antagonist is very essential to Adex and Lazarus or whatever like that. So as they're fighting, and which I won't spoil, something happens where they get pulled into a rift during this conflict. When they get pulled through the rift, Adex come out outside the other side of the rift, but for some strange reason, Lazarus and the antagonist doesn't come out. So when she gets pulled and sucked through, it spits her out, and it spits her out into our part of the solar system near Earth, and she falls into the Earth atmosphere. And ever since then, she lived on Earth. Now, in my universe, which I won't spoil too much, we have these people called Outworlders. Outworlders are, for some strange reason, on my universe, planet Earth has been receiving a lot of visitors, which you could also call them immigrants from space. These are beings coming from other planets and making Earth their home. So now you know how the government is acting from all over the world. The government said, yo, how can we house these people, or how can we keep close eye on these people? So even though Adex look human, she's not human. She's an Outworlder. Outworlder is a person, whose origin is not of Earth. It's from another world or another solar system, another dimension, who make their way or make Earth their home. So they're Outworlders. So she's classified as one. But the thing is about Adex, the people start to love her or whatever like that. And the reason why her suit is blue, is red, white, and blue, is because it resembles the American flag, because she crash landed in America. And America isn't there's no such thing as the United States in my universe. The United States no longer exists, because the United States, which I won't spoil, but I will say this: the United States has experienced a second civil war, and this civil war had pretty much broke the United States. Now you have guardian states and you have freedom states. Now I won't explain all of it, but I will say this: the freedom states, because of the Civil War, they had to do a ceasefire, and they had to come up with an agreement and stuff, because it was destroying the economic structure. It was destroying everything. America was getting fucked up because of this damn war. So now what's going on there is you have the freedom states. Now the freedom states pretty much regulate kind of like how America regulates now, like what America is today, but it has a catch to it, and it's not a good thing. And then you have the guardian states. The guardian states is a surveillance. These are surveillance states, meaning that people gave up their civil liberties, their freedoms, and their rights to the government to be protected. But protected from what? Which I will not spoil. But they gave their rights up for protection. So these people are under constant surveillance and stuff like that. And when you'll see everything how all this unfold. But Adex herself, because a lot of there's still museums that talks about the original America, because now the second Civil War happened 2 years ago. Now most of my stories take place starting at 2023. So the second Civil War happened 200 years ago. So this new America is the norm now. This generation that's living in this current time frame or whatever like that. This is the norm. Freedom states and guardian states. So people who live in guardian states, they're used to to being under surveillance. They're used to all these things and stuff like that. But Adex, you know, she went to a museum one time and that they had about what America used to be, and she loved the foundation of like the principles and you know, in the Constitution, what it stood for and what like that. And that's why she dons the red, white, and blue, because the Freedom States got a different flag and a different color scheme. The Guardian States have a different flag and a different color scheme. So yeah, I'll leave it like that. He said, so yeah, yo, what's up, Kurt? He said, man, he said, movie verse be like build that wall. Will you have an academy of superpower like the Oh yeah, yo, that's why I won't. All right, let me tell you something. Alter Squad X, those individuals are known as aberrants. They're known as aberrants. I will leave it at that. Aberrants means not natural, not the norm. So the main characters, they're all aberrants. So we have aberrants who live on the planet as well. They're humans, but they went through a change of like that. So aberrants are being discriminated against. So the government has to deal with aberrants. They have to deal with worlders as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. He said, yeah, creative enthusiasm is infectious. I'm excited to see what she's about. Is this Discord a private affair? So I can't even imagine how great you must have made him. Yeah. So yeah, man, there's a lot of different classes of people, which I won't go all the way through, because I want to save that for other material when I do the launch, because I have so much material to share, and stuff like that. And then another character, I want to show that you guys had. She had the most clicks on my YouTube community tab. This chick right here, Faith Tanaka, Omni Protocol in the 8th District, captain of Squad 5. I can't wait to get into her series too. Like, remember I told you about the Guardian States? Yeah, Omni Protocol is pretty much the enforcers, you know, of this surveillance state. And I won't explain much. She's a good person. Like, don't get me wrong. She's a good character. She's a protagonist. All of like that. So this series is going to be more. It's going to be a lot of politics in this series. The inspiration. If you want to think of a tone for Omni Protocol, which is the series that which Faith Tanaka stars in. If you want to think of a tone, I'm talking about tone. To give you an idea what I'm trying to go for as far as tone, think of Ghost in the Shell and think of Psychopaths. Think of that as far as tone is concerned. To give you an idea of what I'm trying to accomplish with Omni Protocol. So yes, Faith Tanaka. Now I know probably some of you guys are saying, all right, I see Tanaka or whatever like that, but she looks brown skinned. If y'all guys are thinking that, yes, she is Japanese. Well, she's biracial. She's half Japanese. She has a Japanese father, and she has a black mother or whatever like that. Now both her parents were members of the 8th District of Omni Protocol. So she's pretty much following her father's footsteps, because he was a captain at one point of Omni Protocol, and something happens to him and he dies or whatever like that. So she pretty much went to following her father's footsteps and everything, and she ended up going to the academy and everything. And then the reason why it's called Omni, she's an Omni soldier. She's pretty much a super soldier or whatever like that, highly enhanced. And she has a team. She has a squadron of other characters, which I can't wait to reveal to you guys much later. But she has a team of badasses that she leads or whatever like that. So to give you an idea of that. And then the mother, she used to work for Omni Protocol as well, but she retired. She pretty much retired after she conceived her, Faith, or whatever like that, and after giving birth to her or whatever like that. So she pretty much retired and just became a mom or whatever like that. And the father had died or whatever. So yeah, so she's following her father's footsteps. So she's a daddy girl or whatever like that. So I can't wait to go into further details with Faith Tanaka as well. And then let me see, anything else? Oh yeah. Let me see. And then my favorite, Neo Suit Johnny. Neo Suit Johnny is another character that I'm looking forward to. Working on the series and stuff. I'm really looking forward to doing his series. And as I said before, guys, this is a shared universe. So when I say shared universe, VK, Neo Suit Johnny, Alter Squad X, they're all in the same universe. They all on Earth and everything like that. So that means these characters, some of these characters, and a lot of these characters are eventually going to bump across each other or bump heads with each other or cameo and stuff like that. And bump heads. But this character right here and this design is the idea of a shared universe exciting. Yeah, man. That's what got me excited about all of this. Is that all these characters aren't just, a separate thing. Yes, their stories are self-contained, and that's the whole idea that I want to do with this. They're all self-contained stories, which means that you can pick up any book and just want to read that book if you want to, and just read that. And you don't have to worry about, oh man, maybe I gotta pick up this other series in order to understand this. No, you don't have to worry about this. All the stories are self-contained. But the thing is, as you read these stories, you'll be able to figure out where these stories place on a timeline. Because I will release official timelines as these series start to come out. I will eventually start releasing timelines so you know where all these stuff is placed. And plus, you're gonna get some world building elements that's gonna let you know where these stories place within other series. So you say, okay, so while I'm reading this, and I already read this series that I'm a fan of. So since I read VK, but I'm hearing about a particular event, so this is happening during. Oh, I get it. This, that, and the other. So you'll be able to connect the dots and everything like that. But you don't have to worry about buying a bunch of different series if you don't want to. You can just stick to a couple of series, or maybe even one series that you really want to invest in, and you can just go with that. No, it's not. It's. I wouldn't say no. I know it's not a multiverse, but I. Oh my God! See, that's why now you got me excited. I would say this. I told you. Let me put it this way. I have my comic book characters and I have my video game characters. I will put it this way. Over time, I created something or a story mechanic or a mechanic to be able to bridge everything together. So don't worry about it. Just like, so like you'll find out. You'll find out how all this shit works as time progresses. So when you get to at a point where a finale where all the characters come together to fight an ultimate villain that's similar to Endgame, I do have this is how far I've been at this for 3 years. I do have a I wouldn't say Endgame, I would say Secret Wars. Have you ever heard of Secret Wars, where all the Marvel characters and all the Marvel villains they all duke it out like on this one planet? Well, I will have something like a Secret Wars at some point, where it's every fucking character that you can think of. I don't care, villains or whatever. It's gonna be an all out brawl and stuff like that. But that's later down the line. That is definitely later down the line when it comes to that. But yeah, so there's going to be a payoff when it comes to that. Also too, like I said, when I do crossover events and other things, I will have free supplement material, or like in the form of videos on YouTube or whatever on the Venus Orion Comics channel. I will have those type of videos that go over key points for so that leads up to the crossover, that will talk about certain things that happen in other series. So just in case you're a person that probably don't want to go into another series just to find out before getting to the crossover, these supplement videos will go over only the key factors, the key points. So it will keep you up to date. So you say, okay, all right, it's good to know. So I'll be able to jump. So you'll be able to jump into it when the crossovers do happen. You won't be lost. What was holding you back from following this dream? Well, that was a good question, Mouth Blood. I wouldn't say hold me back. I was just procrastinating. Like I said this before when I was talking to, I was talking to this VTuber. I was on a podcast recently, a couple days ago, and me and him had a conversation about that. I'm glad you asked this, Mouth Blood. When it came to my dreams, it wasn't like it was holding me back. It was more so like I was procrastinating. You gotta like Venus Orion, right? It was always called Venus Orion. It wasn't Venus Orion Comics or Venus Orion Games or whatever. Like, it was only Venus Orion. I had the idea of Venus Orion ever since I was in 5th grade. That's how far back. And you guys are getting an exclusive look of a character that I didn't show yet, but you guys get to see it on stream. I won't post it in the community tab. So if you're on the stream, you'll be able to get a first look at this character. So let me get this character for you. So if you're on stream, you're lucky. This was the character that started Venus Orion. Back in 5th grade me, and I finally got him drawn and brought to life. So you will get a first glimpse of this character. Okay? You will get a first glimpse of this character. This character is the one responsible for Venus Orion in general. And everybody made fun of me. But this was something that started it all. And I'm going to show you this character. And he was a video game character, which he's still going to be a video game character. And you guys only on the stream will get the exclusive look to him, because I wasn't supposed to reveal him yet until I start my game studio. But you guys get a chance to see the first video game character. This was the character that started Venus Orion. Radical the Porcupine. Radical the Porcupine was my first character that I came up with back when I was a kid in 5th grade. And everybody laughed at me. Everybody laughed at me when I came up with this character. But he was the one that started Venus Orion for me. Everybody laughed at me. And he was my first he was my first video game character. He was my first video game character that I wanted to work on when I was a kid or whatever. And I decided, I was like, when I started Venus Orion Comics, I said, it's about time. Bro, I saw something like that on G4 back in the day. So, so Radical the Porcupine, Radical Porcupine was the character that really kicked things off of Venus Orion. Because I didn't want to just design games. I wanted the Venus Orion game console. The Venus Orion game console, whatever like that. So he was supposed to be my console mascot. He was supposed to be my console mascot or whatever. So Radical the Porcupine, he said, did you base him on Kyo Kusanagi design? So this what happened. I went to Jessica and I was like, listen, I have a character named Radical the Porcupine, but I'm not sure how I want him to actually look. So she was like, well, I never really did an animal. She don't really do like furry type characters. He said, damn, this is gonna be it. So she said, I really never did like furry characters like much. Like I did some, but not a lot of them. So you wanted to really give me like something that I can work off of. So I was like, all right. So I gave her a picture of a real porcupine. So I gave her a picture of a real porcupine, and then I was looking for like, radical, something rad, stuff like that. So then I was looking for certain clothing. I was looking for like hot topic gear or skateboarder gear, extreme gear, something like that, So I gave her that or whatever like that, and I was like, look. So I was like, look, I said, this is what you got to work with or whatever like that. So I said Sonic was my inspiration. So I was like, yeah. I said, yo, and Sonic was my inspiration. So I was like, look, I said, I'll leave the rest to you. I said, Sonic was my inspiration. And I said, here's a picture of a porcupine. And here's some extreme, like, sports type, like, clothing and stuff like that. Sports gear and stuff. And then I gave her those as references and stuff. And I said, you do your magic. And then this was the results of that. So yeah, he started this this whole thing. So yes, he was supposed to be my first platformer game or whatever like that for Venus Orion Comics, for Venus Orion. So yes, he's going to be the first character, first game, or one of the first games for Venus Orion games and stuff like that. Well, yeah, those ears, that's where the reference come from. Porcupines. Porcupines got big ass ears. So I said I want him to look close as a porcupine, or resemble a porcupine as close as possible, or whatever like that. So yeah, so that's what she did. I guess while we here, you get another exclusive. You get one more exclusive. Now I told you I grew up playing. I said I love RPGs. I grew up playing RPGs or whatever like that. Love RPGs, and my game company is going to focus on RPGs or whatever. So my first RPG that I want to do, I'm gonna have my own Final Fantasy series. It's gonna be like an anthology, you know. Like when I say Final Fantasy series, meaning that every game is a different game, different group of characters, and everything like that. So an anthology series. So it was going to be the Galenia series. That's what it's going to be called, Galenia. So you're going to have Galenia, and it's always going to have like a subtitle. So the first game that I want to work on, RPG, is called Galenia Dreams of Aldeas, or like that. So, Galenia has always been another childhood thing I wanted to do, RPG. That's what got me into RPG Maker. That's what I wanted to make, Galenia. So you get another exclusive video game character. Here's the main character. His name is Roland Grayfield. He's the main protagonist of the first Galenia game and everything. So Jessica also had brought this character, to life for me. So yes, he's the main protagonist. Oh no, my stuff is copywritten, bro. My stuff is copywritten. I got all my documentation over here. I don't play around, bro. So you don't have to worry about that shit. So all my stuff is copywritten. So you don't got to worry about that. That's why I'm showing you this stuff, because my stuff is copywritten already. Yeah. I hasn't stopped talking for about an hour from now. That was a cool design back there. This one on screen too. Yeah. So yes, he's the main protagonist for my RPG, Roland Grayfield, for Galenia or whatever like that. Galenia Dreams of Aldeas. So yes, when I start my game studio, the Radical the Porcupine and then Galenia Dreams of Aldea is going to be like the first two games I'll be working on and everything. Radical Porcupine first, because I know Galenia is going to take a long time. The RPGs take almost like forever to develop and everything. But yes, these characters have always been my dream and everything. And yes, man, I'm looking forward to it. Another fun fact. Faith Tanaka. She's based off of, because I decided to bring. Faith Tanaka is based off of my 3D hentai character. Oh yeah, cosplay. Yeah, I that's something that I want to definitely see. As cosplayers, but yeah, she's based off of my hentai character, Faith. So I brought one of my hentai characters to my Venus Orion Comics universe. So yes, that's where she came from. Yeah, I brought her to my Venus Orion Comics universe as a legit character. So there's gonna be some Easter eggs. You will find some of my hentai characters who actually gonna become characters. In my Venus Orion Comics universe, and they're actually going to be comic book characters. So she's one of them. I end up taking her and turning her into a comic book character. So yes, so that's a fun fact for you guys to know where the idea had come from. Yep. And she's also on my she looked for me, but so you've seen her already. When I always say I'll be right back, and I say be right back soon, and you see my be right back, stream will return in a second. You've seen her already. She's holding the gun and everything. That's her. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Said, where's the shame? He said, where's the shame? Oh yeah. Poppy. There will be some fan. I will have some fan service, of course. I want my universe Mugen Lord. Yeah. There like a lot of you guys even said in the community tab, like where's the waifus? I want to see the waifus. So a lot of you guys are already. Some of you guys are already throbbing at the mouth at Adaptima, the girl with the pink hair from Ultra Squad X. There's a lot of you guys who already shown love to her, saying, "Yo, dude, like, I need to see more of her." Even with Adex and stuff. So yes, there will be some fan service. You know what I'm saying? To give the fans, what they would like to see and stuff like that. But first and foremost, story's always going to be everything first and foremost. But there will be some fan service thrown in there, in the mix for you guys. He said, yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Like, I'm excited, and I'm glad that you guys are looking forward to it and everything. It's like good old fan service. Yeah. That's the first thing that a lot of you guys are talking about. Say about damn time, some nice looking chicks that don't look like dudes and stuff like that. Like, I don't play that. And my artist, she's a female. She a Chinese artist, Jessica. She's Chinese. She's from the Philippines, and even when it comes to female characters, she don't, she's not like these feminists and stuff like that. No, she likes attractive female characters as well. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's a good thing. I have a female artist who also like attractive female characters. So she has done a good job, with portraying that and everything. So that works out. But yes, you'll definitely be able to. There will be some Easter eggs thrown in there as far as my hentai characters are concerned. They will be in my Venus Orion Comics universe. What's up, Gambit? So yeah, so I'm looking forward to see cosplayers. I'm looking forward to see a lot. Oh yeah, I knew I forgot something. There's one more. Oh shit, I forgot. I knew it was something else I needed to show, because it was also in the community tab. Yes. Also, you seen this poster in the back of my room as well. Viper and Cobra, they're sisters, and I won't go into details with this because of this at all or like that. You want to wait as we get closer and stuff. But yes, this is gonna be one of the first series of female protagonists, female-led protagonists that's in my comic universe. Of course, followed by Siona, the Die Star champion, who I can't wait to reveal as well when the time comes. But yes, these characters right here, they will be the first female characters that will have their series within the Venus Orion Comics universe. That will come up first as far as the series is concerned and stuff. And my brother DX Strike. These are my brother DX Strike's characters. He did the concept, and then we went to Jessica, and Jessica took my brother's concept and drew him off the concept that he drew up for Viper and Cobra. Of course, Viper is the one with the red hair, and Cobra is the little sister with the blonde hair and stuff. Maybe I have to do some fan art for future once this gets rolling. Love all these characters. So yes, we do have some hot female characters that's coming. There will be some pinups that I will be doing with the female of the female characters and stuff like that. So definitely. Let me see. But yeah, that's pretty much essentially it. Also, before I always have to do this because we always get new viewers coming in. Don't forget to go check out Striking Kyo Tees, my brother's t-shirt company. Like I said, we do custom tees. Everything is graphic designs are made by my brothers, so that means you can't get them anywhere else. You can't get them on Amazon. You can't get them on any other apparel website. You only get from Striking Kyo Tees. We do custom designs. If you're an indie comic creator, or you're a streamer or a YouTube content creator, or just a social media personality in general, and you need merchandise made, we do shirts, hats, mugs, leggings. We just started. Now we're working on bathing suits next for the females that's out there and everything. And we do tumblers, like the mugs, the tumbler mugs and stuff like that. We doing everything. Eventually, we now we're about to get into trying to do wall scrolls at some point. So stay tuned for that. My brother's gonna make announcements of that once they get down to mastering that. We'll be doing wall scrolls at some point, as well, and mouse pads and stuff like that. So definitely stay tuned for that. But definitely, like I said before, show them. Said, can I use her for my caliber fighter? And so yeah, so make sure to check them out. As I said before, they have a summer discounts, summer discounts going on this summer. All the way throughout all the way to the end of summer. You can definitely check them out. There's a link that I post to the website in the chat. If you're interested, hit them up. They answer right away. Venus Orion Comics is also going to have merchandise pretty soon on the site, and Mugen TV stuff. I will have Mugen TV merchandise like hats, mugs, hoodies, sweatpants, and stuff like that as well. We're also going to be at Liberty Comic Con as well in August, so you better get a chance to check that out. If you're in the Philadelphia area, we're going to be at the Philadelphia Expo Center or whatever. The website has the actual dates, times, and stuff like that. So if you happen to see me, we're going to have a table down there. I will be selling Venus Orion Comics merchandise down there. So that's the wonders about going to see me physical, because even though I haven't launched the comic series and everything yet, I'll still be selling merchandise there, and you'll be able to get hands on and get some of the stuff early before the launch even come out. So you'll be an early adopter of a lot of this stuff. And I'll be doing the same thing as well when I'll be going to cons. I will probably have a few prints of the book as well later on, as well. So during the campaign, when the campaign is up and people put money down for the campaign, I'll still be at cons. So some of you guys will be able to get the book early, because I'll have some physical copies on hand early. So if you happen to see me at a con, you'll be some of the early lucky adopters to be able to get hands on it early. So I already have some physicals already set aside just for cons that I'll be having and stuff like that. So you better get hands on it early. So yes, you'll be able to see me. Philadelphia is just only one of the places. We'll be going to other places. We'll be in other cities and other states as well. So if y'all happen to be close enough and y'all want to just say hey and just chill with me, Mugen Lord, and my brothers Keel, Lancer, and Strike, and my pops will be there too, so you'll be able to meet my dad as well. You guys will be able to just chill with me. I have fun with you guys. I have fun with you guys when I do go, because I did meet quite a few of you when I do go to some of these cons. Some of you guys just bump into me by accident, didn't even know I was going to be there, but y'all recognize me because of the hair or like that, and then you see the Strike and Keel's Tees logo, and y'all know my brothers because of social media. Y'all know my brothers because y'all see them on social media, y'all see them on my YouTube videos, and y'all guys say, wait, no, my God, what the fuck? I didn't know Mugen Lord was here. And then one guy, like I said before, seen us at J1Con, and he had to call the others over, like, yo, you ain't gonna believe this shit. I just ran into Mugen Lord and Keel and Strike, and they start calling people over and shit like that. So it's always a blast hanging out with you guys. You guys crowd around the table and we all start talking and stuff. And so y'all some cool people. I met a lot of you guys, and it's always fun meeting you guys when y'all come to these cons. So I really appreciate it. Any West Coast places? No, not yet. Some of them didn't pop up because you have to register to them. So some of them didn't pop up yet for registration. So we're probably not going to go out to the West Coast yet because it's our first time, and the West Coast is way out on the other end. So we may only stick to, like, at the beginning half of the year, maybe only stick to the East Coast stuff, try to hit those things as closer to home first, and then we'll start branching out and stuff. But I'm definitely looking forward to see when my comic book universe drop out, and to see people cosplay as my characters and do videos of theory crafting of some of my stories and stuff like that, and seeing fan art and stuff like that. I can't wait. But like I said before, I copyrighted all my stuff. Like I posted on Twitter a few times that show my copyright certificates and stuff, because this right here, when I got the custom arcade stick made, the company wouldn't make it at first because they said, hey, this is protected by copyright of Venus Orion Comics, because they didn't know I was the owner. I was a customer online, and I gave them this template and everything like that, and they rejected it because they're saying like, yo, this is copyrighted material and stuff. So right then and there, I said, yeah, it worked. My shit is copyrighted. So it's copyrighted material and everything. So I had to go to them, email them, and show them documentations that I am the owner of Orion Comics. And they also opened the opened up the floodgates for other companies because they want to give me business deals and business discounts that they wouldn't give regular customers. So me as a business person, now I have relationships with businesses and get special deals from business to business transactions and stuff like that. But yeah, they rejected this at first because it was copyrighted. And then once I proved that I was the owner of Orion Comics, then it went through and I was able to get the arcade stick modded and done and everything. So yeah, my shit is protected. I can sue niggas. I'm not playing around, bro. Yup. So yeah, I'll swing having IG and Twitter. I'm mostly in IG. That's it. So yeah, thanks, man. So yeah. So that pretty much wraps up the stream. I just wanted to just chill with you guys. I'll be back again. The next stream is going to be on Wednesday. There's going to be a Wednesday stream. So you guys can stay tuned for that. And then Friday we're gonna try to do this Sonic Superstar. Hopefully nothing pops up Friday, because it always seems like Fridays shit always happens or shit always pops up that gets in the way of me streaming on Fridays. But I'm gonna try to do this Sonic Superstars on the Xbox Series X multiplayer with my brothers, and my daughter may be guest appearing as well on stream, or my sister. I'm not sure yet, but either one of them is gonna be guest appearing alongside my brothers when we do this stream. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. I appreciate the love that you guys have always shown, always again. And I'll definitely be seeing you Game Fiends later. Peace out.